Hello, everyone, and welcome to Project Oceania's Looking for Love podcast. Today, we'll be having a little pre-event to our Looking for Love dating show in 2 weeks, where 8 contestants will be trying to woo each other for a duo. But for now, we'll just be chatting, telling love stories, and reading your questions all about love. I'm Nede, and I will be one of your love podcasters for this afternoon, and I will be joined by the sexy admins of Project Oceania. I'll let them introduce themselves. Maybe we start with Angie.
Hi guys, I'm Angie, also known as XYZ Angie Bear on Twitch. Yeah, I barely stream nowadays, but when I do, it's probably on Project O's. With our lovely admins like Nede said, and I mainly play Valorant at the moment. Hirsch, what about you?
Hello, I'm Herge, and for those who know me, I'm also a streamer, obviously from Australia. My main game at the moment is also Valorant, tilting on Valorant. Nice. Yeah, we don't talk about that. Yeah, Pret, all you.
Hey guys, my name is Predicore. I'm an upcoming VTuber. I mainly stream Valorant, surprise, surprise. I'm also from Australia, and I'm just happy to be here.
Also, special mention to Empathy, who's not here with us today, and another special mention to Herge, who made these beautiful overlays. Thank you, Herge.
Of course.
Of empathy's here in spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh, there we go.
Exactly. Oh, and Kat. Nice.
All right.
So essentially, like I mentioned before, this podcast is sort of a pre-event to the dating show that we're gonna have. It's gonna be on the 23rd of April at 7:30 p.m. 7:30.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I can't remember it's 7 or 7:30.
I think it's 7. I think it's 7.
Oh, 7? Okay. At 7 p.m., 23rd of April on this Saturday, we're going to have 8 mystery contestants. So we've been posting about it on Twitter, or Herge has been posting about it on Twitter, like every day recently. And the way it's going to be structured is it's kind of a mashup between... what was it called? Look Gating and Singles Inferno. So Singles Inferno was really popular, and we definitely wanted a dating show event. And I was kind of brainstorming about it with Steven, and he was like, maybe instead of having the usual, one bachelorette, and then like a whole list of contestants, instead of having eliminations and things like that, you just do like a Love Island style, where they all get together and they do a bunch of challenges, and then they try to pair up as they get to know each other. But for now, we'll just be talking about love in general, e-dating, e-love, all of that.
E-love. E-love. Oh, shout out to Nado.
Oh, no.
Also, I'm just reading chat right now. Sunny Movement, 8 Shelleys. E's a win for Shelley. Oh my.
Yeah, so please send through any questions that you have, ask away, or use the !love advice command to fill out, or maybe tell us a story that you want us to react to or read. And we'll also be looking through like some Reddit examples as well, and kind of see how we feel about those.
Yes.
So what did you guys want to start with?
I'll start, I guess. So, I'll just talk about basically. This is a story. It's not love advice or anything. It's just a story of my very first kiss, which was with
Pillow. I feel like I need a pillow.
yeah, like grab your little PJs. So Gigi is my first boyfriend and also my first kiss, and him. Me being his first kiss and first girlfriend, obviously, don't know how to do nothing, like we're a little innocent, like we were like in the car, like driving, he was driving, and then for like a whole month I've been rejecting like any like sort of PDA because I just don't know what to do, so I'm like panicking, like sitting there, I'm like, okay, every time he tries to hold my hand I'm like, don't touch me. But then after a month he kind of got used to it, like holding hands is normal, but I don't think hugging was normal yet, so it was like kind of like it was like
oh my,
hugging is not new.
Who
does that?
But then yes, Lily got used to like small hugs in there, and it's been a month and he's been like trying to like kiss my cheek, stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll like give in a little, we've been dating for a month, and then so he's like in the car, and then we're at like red light, and he like puckers his lips like this, and I'm like, and then he like turns away and laughs, and because he like knows I'm not gonna give him anything, and I was like, you know what, it's fine. So I look at him and I'm like like give him like little lip, and he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, okay. But the thing is, obviously we don't know how to kiss, so I'm like this, like little peck smooch, like I don't know if Cam can see me like this, but like he goes for like a movie kiss, like so, and I was just going like this, like his lips like fully like enclosed in mine, and I'm like, oh, is this how you kiss? Oh,
It was supposed to be me.
Yeah,
Me and Gigi.
No.
yeah, I was like,
got eaten.
yeah, I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is how you kiss. Like, this is okay. I don't know what's the hype about, but sure.
oh my.
But
Oh,
yeah,
no way.
that was
Okay.
my story of my first
Your
kiss.
first kiss.
My very first kiss.
All right, chat. Tell us what your first kiss experience was like.
Yeah.
I feel like
Do you
I feel
guys?
like. Oh yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna like just wondering, do you guys care, like, before you had your first kiss, or if you haven't yet, do you want it to be like that really special, like romantic, like lift that one foot up kind of moment?
You've been watching Princess Diaries?
Damn.
I knew
Yeah,
it.
'cause you know how like she had so much hype for like her 1st kiss. Like, what do you think?
I had my first kiss before, but even I wasn't I'm still not a very sentimental person. So like when it comes to that, I was just like, whatever. As long as it's like someone like important to me, that's fine, and not just like, I don't know, some truth or dare game or something.
Yeah. I remember in like high school they would play like spin the bottle and stuff, and I would always be like, no thanks. Like I'm having my first kiss, yeah, I ain't gonna like do on some stupid spin the bottle game. But in terms of like special first kiss, obviously I want my first kiss to be special, but like it doesn't like I just want it to be my first kiss. I don't know if that, like I can explain that. Like how Gigi and I had our first kiss, that's like special to me, you know. It's like it's something I'll always remember, even though it's like not perfect obviously, but it's like our first kiss. Yeah.
No, that's cute.
Are you, Andy?
Me?
Yes.
Me? Oh no. Alright. So
Have
Was
you had
the
your first
time-
kiss?
no, no, I
okay.
have not.
Okay.
Whoa.
No, but I did have my first hug, and that was pretty
Oh.
nice.
Who
Okay.
remembers their first hug? What?
I remember Gigi's first hug. I can
was
share
it?
that story too if you guys like. But yeah, continue.
Oh my
Continue.
gosh. Okay, go.
Alright. So how this happened was, me and my friends had this late night Discord call that we always call after school, so during high school. And there was a time when we were doing Truth or Dare, and I chose Dare because I'm just like that.
Yeah, you're like a little rebel.
Yeah. I choose dare.
Who wouldn't choose Dare? Anyways,
Uh-huh.
I chose Dare, and my friend made me like date a girl for a week. I liked her, right? And this was she was like kind of a wingman for me, right?
Oh, you like
And so that girl chose Dare as well, and she got another week to date with me. So that was 2 weeks of dating.
Damn.
But what was happening during that time was pretty much nothing. We didn't go on any dates. It was pretty awkward. At the end of the 2 weeks, we were like, yeah, nothing's happening. So we just caught it up, and she gave me a really warm hug, and
Aw.
it's really, I still remember it. It's
Aw,
just something I want again, but
that's so
No.
cute. That's so cute.
no, can't always get everything you want. But
Sentimental.
yeah.
That's so cute.
On a side note, but on a side
I
note,
didn't say.
my other two friends were forced to date each other as well, and guess what? We're still dating till like to an hour.
Oh, how long is that?
Okay.
That's let's see,
A year, 2 years?
it's 3-4 years now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Good.
You
Yeah,
know
it worked
what's
out
up.
pretty-
They're a
Yeah, so we
person.
dare you to date someone.
Dare them to crush.
You know what's up.
Please.
That's such a high school thing. I remember like all the time, like people would dare each other to date and stuff. I remember before like someone dared my crush to ask me out, and I still said no.
Because you want it to
I
be
don't
like them asking you out, right? Not just like something.
I didn't know it was a dare.
Oh,
what?
What?
And I
Nay.
said no.
Why?
I don't know. I was just like, too good to be true. He doesn't like me. Nope.
And then you're just like, actually, I don't like you.
Honestly, to be fair, it sounds like something I would do as well. Like, even if I like that person, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
really liked him too. I was like full like blushing and everything. Like when he asked me, I was like rubbing my shoulder, and I was like, no. It was like, why? And I just gave some like crappy reason, and then he was like afterwards when I was leaving, he was like, oh yeah, it was a dare, and I was like, I know, I didn't know, I didn't know. I was just like, yeah, I knew.
Wait, so before,
It's the ENTP talking, sorry.
I was a bit more introverted back then, but I guess as I got older, just became more evils.
Your little like devil horns.
I'm more affectionate now. Than back then. Back then I was a lot colder, I think.
So back to like high school, did you guys have many like things? Like you didn't have to be like in a relationship, like together with them, but did you guys call them things?
Things, objects, toys.
No, just like
No,
a
I'm kidding.
fling, you know? Yeah.
In
No.
like Philippines, or like in like Philo culture, we have this thing called MUs, which is like mutual understanding, where like you
Oh.
both know you like each other, but you don't date. Like mostly it's because like you're too young, or like your parents will be like, what the frick? So you're not official, but you're MUs. And I used to have an MU when I was like in year 9, and this was
Okay.
like, so all the time before this I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna be in a thing, I'm gonna be single forever, blah 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 blah. And then like we were just talking, and then we were like, oh, we both liked each other, and he'd always like walk me and my sister home from school and
Aw.
like take me with her to tutoring and stuff like that.
Ooh.
And I'd watch like his basketball games, and he'd watch my basketball games. And I was like, no, we can't date, because I don't date people outside of my church. That's what I told him. And then he was like, okay, that's fine. And then
Goes to your church.
I was gonna go on a Japan trip for 2 weeks. And before the 2 weeks, he was like, hey, when you come back, you know, you should show me your church. And like I'll just go and like I'll see what it's like and things like that, and just try it out and just like get to know the people. I was like, yeah, okay, sure. And I go to Japan. At the start of the trip, I was like head over heels for him. I was like talking to my best friend, like, oh, I like him so much, he's so cute. And I was like buying him gifts from Japan. Towards the end of the Japan trip, I was like, girl, I don't think I like him anymore. I don't know what to do. I just don't like him anymore. And it was like the first time where I didn't know how to tell someone that I didn't like them anymore. And I came back from Japan, and he like walked me home for like the last time, and I didn't speak to him the whole walk because I didn't know what to do. And I just gave him his gifts, and then I never spoke to him again.
Oh, you straight up
my
ghosted him
God.
IRL.
That was
Dang,
really
that was-
bad. That was really bad.
Straight up
Don't. I
ghosted.
know now. Don't do that to people. It is not good. But a
Okay,
few
but
months,
like,
a few months later, like we talked for like a couple hours, and he was like, "Yeah, I was really sad, and I went to the gym every day, and now he's like really buff."
That's a good thing that came out of it.
Yeah, he's really buff now, and I was like, yeah, like I didn't know how to go about anything because I was really young. I was like, I'm so sorry.
I'm just
Yeah,
reading
he's
chat
like,
right
it's
now.
okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm just reading chat right now. It's like LMAO KW, poor church boy, IRL ghosting, DXN ghosting before it was popular.
It was
okay,
really
but like,
bad.
why do I have such a similar story? But it wasn't me that was doing the ghosting.
Oh,
Okay.
no! We were young and dumb, man.
Yeah, I was like, wait, did you say you were in year 9?
Yeah, I was in like year 9 or year 10.
Okay, yeah, I was in year 10 when this happened. So like me and this guy, like, so we both liked each other, and then we were kind of like this exclusive. Like everybody knew that we were exclusive, but we weren't together yet at this point.
Sorry.
And
Wishing it was me.
kind of the same thing as Nate. I went on a trip to Malaysia, and I was gone for like 2-3 weeks, and like we were talking all the time. I was like telling all my cousins, all my friends, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's this guy, he's so cute, I love him so much. And then like the conversations got kind of dry because like there wasn't really much to talk about like throughout the whole trip. So like we didn't talk too much, but like I still liked him, you know, and I'm pretty sure he felt the same way back. So we went back to school, and then like on the first day I came back, he was like, oh my gosh, I missed you so much, like how have you been? And then I was kind of like too busy catching up with my girlfriends first because like girls before the guys, right?
Yeah.
Well,
And then-
guys
no.
before fries.
Valid.
Wait, fries before guys. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like he got kind of cut that I didn't like run up to him and be like, oh my babe, I miss you.
Babe.
I don't know. Like, and he was like, okay, I'll talk to you later. And then ever since then, like he kind of just like distanced himself, like kind of just ghosted me. And then 1 week later, I hear from like everybody I know he has a girlfriend.
Oh.
I don't know. That's
I'm like, hello?
Because I didn't talk to you for like 2 days. Oh. Huh?
I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh
No.
my goodness.
Yeah,
Cancelled.
Bros
Oh
for
my
toes.
God, pain. High school was so stupid and innocent.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
You think about it now, like, it's pretty funny. Oh, that's cute. Shall we look on one of our responses that we got?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Want to read one out first?
Read one out. All right, which one do I choose from?
You can start from the start, or do you want me to do it? Because I think I can
Like.
do it now again if you'd like.
Okay. Let's see. We got. I don't know which one. It doesn't tell us who the responses.
Yeah.
belongs to, but-
If it's
then
anonymous.
anonymous.
Do
Yeah.
you want me to do the first
okay.
one? Do you want me to do the first one?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So then you get an idea. All right, let's just the first one. All right, let me quickly read chat. You don't move on from Herd. Herd moves on from you.
That's right. He's still
That's
in love
right.
with me to this day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One thing I don't miss out on high school was the drama. True, true, true.
I liked the drama.
Alright, so
I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
on one of our responses that we got, and you can add your response now if you'd like on ! love advice, I believe. Just add it now, quickly add it now. So this first person's anonymous, and so he wants us to read it out for them. So something that they like about a person or relationship is they like marriage material. Someone with a nice smile, obviously opinionated, 'cause it makes really makes everything worth it. If you can make them smile, aww. Matching energy, having at least a few hobbies in common, and always a great time getting into each other's hobbies. That's like the things they like
Cute.
in a relationship. Things they don't like about a person or relationship. No communication sucks. They said dishonesty, because a relationship without trust is like a phone without service. You just play games. They don't like it if that person just plays games. Oh, yeah, valid.
That's fair.
Yeah. So describe a ideal date or day with the person you like. They said starting off having lunch, then probably go to something fun like escape rooms. Oh, okay. Build some teamwork. Okay.
I
Oh.
love escape room.
Yeah. Or like arcades where you get to verse each other, get competitive. Then at the end of the date, before leaving, win them a little cute plushie. Oh, that's so cute.
Who
What
is this?
What if you're really
What is
bad?
Who
Expose
are
yourself.
you?
Got a few single ladies here. Any single ladies in chat? And then they didn't have anything else, but share your love story experience. And I said, no dates, no cap, still virgin, never lose. But yeah, they did say their likes and dislikes, which was really nice. But yeah, you can just do that. So it's very open. You don't have to answer everything on the form. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I feel like the person who wrote this is definitely like single by choice because I feel like based on everything they're saying, they kind of like, oh, their likes and dislikes are pretty general though. It's like the bare minimum. I think their likes and dislikes. But,
This is a girl. My DMs are open.
All I'm thinking of is like escape room. I'm too dumb for that.
I freaking love
I'll be stuck on one
escape
puzzle for like the
rooms.
entire time. And I'll be like, time's up, get out.
No way. There are like some times where I contemplate like, oh, what if I do an escape room by myself?
Wow.
I
That'd be
love
fine.
escape rooms, but if I get stuck, I'll just be like, oh, frick, I paid like $40, like $70, and I'm just stuck.
Is that how much it costs?
I mean,
To win a plush, right?
Oh, wow.
Something like that?
Oh no, escape
Oh, no,
rooms.
Oh, escape room. Oh yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah.
They can range from like 20, which is like the cheap, like much cheaper end, or like what they said, which is like 70, 80.
But some of the production's like pretty crazy in some of them.
Oh, okay, yeah. Some of them are like, yeah, and some of them are like, what should I say? Like, wow, smoke, bubble, pop, fizz, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of ideal dates, what is everyone's ideal date? Chat and podcasters. Let's talk about our ideal date.
When did
Ideal
my
date.
boyfriend become a VTuber? Minty cakes.
Hey.
Stuck on a puzzle that's not even part of the escape room. Yes, Pandy.
I would say, just answering Nate's question, it would be probably going to a cafe first. You know, eat up
Okay.
before going to the arcade, like what this person said, and then I honestly don't know what to do after the arcade.
Yeah,
I think
so
I'll
that's
be
true. Maybe dessert.
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 I don't know.
If you're having
Go
a good
for a
time.
walk.
Yeah,
Just
go
ice
for
cream.
oh, by the water or like at a park.
Mm.
Oh my.
Oh, romantic.
Yeah. Nade, we should go to escape from No Cap. So many in the city. Hemlock.
Let's do it. I'm down. I love escape rooms. Love them. I'm trying to find one where you can like film inside.
Oh.
Yeah, because they don't like you.
It's like $40 per person, but the more people, the cheaper per person. Oh.
Yeah.
Get a party ease.
Would you guys rather a fancy dinner at like a really nice restaurant or like staying in and like cooking a meal together?
For first date?
I
I think first date's
Maybe not
a
first
little,
date.
yeah, first date's a little bit too much, right? Because you don't know them. Like
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
going to like this random dude's house, or girl, if you're vice versa.
Yeah, but that's why I suggested cafe, because it's like
Mm.
it's not expensive. You have
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
you just chill, eat, drink coffee.
Yeah.
I need both. Like if I'm dating someone, I need to go out sometimes for something nice, but I also need to
Extrovert.
stay in sometimes. Mostly
Yeah, bit
staying
of both.
in. Like if we're dating already, mostly staying in. But we do have to go out. We can't just stay in all the time.
Yeah.
That's lame.
So
I can say though, the worst first date is probably a movie.
Mm,
mine was a
yeah.
movie.
True.
Mine was a movie.
Okay, me too. My first date ever, like in my
But
life,
no,
was a movie.
I get what you mean though, Hedge. I
I
get
think
what
mine as well.
yeah, I get what you mean. Like, I probably when you like don't know what to do. Yeah, like sure, like
Well, you can't talk to each other during the movie.
Yeah,
Like, what's
yeah,
the
yeah,
point?
definitely,
You just
definitely.
sit there awkwardly, like this is like your first encounter. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah,
Like, what is?
yeah.
I guess he gonna like yawn and put his arm around. Oh god, Like, just thinking about it, just cringe.
Yeah,
If
but-
a guy ever did that to me, I'd be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Hedge, have you heard my first date story?
I think I have.
Oh, you have the one in the movies?
No, I don't think so.
Do you guys want to hear it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because here, I was gonna
Yes.
move on to like the Reddit, but then I was like, oh, speaking of movie dates, okay, I guess I'm gonna expose Gigi for like the 10th millionth time. So, my first date was my first date was in like to the movies, and like we went to like Coles, Woolies, you know, get our like snackies, like trying to smuggle them in, and we also bought like bubble tea or something. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, some sort of drink. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was bubble tea. And then, I sat down on my seat, and he sat down on his, and I put my drink like in the, like my little drink, my little bubble tea in the middle where the cup holders are. And then he goes, "Stop! Don't put it there. Don't do that." And I'm like, okay, sure. He goes, "Put it on your side," and I'm like, "That's Monka S weird." Okay, I move it to the side. He grabs the armrest and pulls it up so that there's nothing in between us. And I'm like, this is okay. Like this is like my first date. Like it was going like all wholesome, and then this man like just pulls up this like armchair resting, and I'm like, okay.
It's getting risky.
Yeah,
Like,
so instead of
I
sitting-
need that barrier.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of sitting like in the middle like this, I scooch over to the furthest like end I can and sit like this the whole time. I'm like sitting like this, and he's like on the other side, and I'm like, okay, cool. And in the movie we were watching 200 IQ move. Oh yeah.
Angie's so cute.
No, I'm just like trying to like get you like to visualize it, you know. And then after that we're watching Finding Dory in the movies, and then like I don't know if you guys watched it. There's like this like whale or something like named Destiny. So you already know this man.
Yeah.
This man's gonna be. So he, like every time it was mentioned, he was like, "Oh," and he like puts his head on my shoulder like this. No, it's my shoulder, and he goes, "Are we Destiny or is this Destiny?" Or something like that. And I'm like,
Oh,
That's a keeper.
How does that work?
oh
my
How?
goodness.
And because I'm already seeing this far away, so you imagine this man stretching his way over like this, going, "Are we destiny?" And then that was really cute, yeah. But then after the end of the movie,
And that's how I met your dad.
get up and walk out of the cinema. No, and then at the end of the movie, you know how you stand up, you check if you like forget any of your belongings and such. I was like, so I see him like checking and stuff, and I'm like, "Oh, did you forget anything?" He turns and he goes, "Yeah, I forgot to do this," and he gives me a hug.
Oh my god, that is like the freaking cherry on top.
Yeah, and then like, cause this is okay, and this is the origin of his first hug. So he hugs me, and then I still remember he was shaking so much when he's hugging me, and he's
No. Because if that ever happened to me, like, and I genuinely like them, they would never hear the end of that. I'd be like, they would hug me, and I'd be like, "You're shaking." I would dead ass laugh at him. Like,
you have to understand that this man, this was his first date, his first hug, his first like girlfriend, like. So like,
you know what?
Everything is new to him. He's trying his best.
That's good. That's pretty bold, you know.
Yeah.
That's valid.
That was to me. Yeah, it's cringe like talking about it and stuff, and like it makes me cringe, but like I love it. Like I would like to anything else, probably I'd be like, "Oh, that's cringe," but that, since it's like his first, I'm like, that is so cute. Like so genuine.
You gotta give it to him.
Tried his best. Like,
he did pretty well.
Yeah, right.
That's very wholesome.
So
very
I love it so much.
Wait, so Angie, what was your ideal date again? I forgot.
My ideal date. Yes, I think arcade as well. Something like you can do together. So
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's time zone. I probably like not. I feel like eating food is like a bit nervous, but at least you get something to do. Because imagine if you're really nervous and then you're like.
Yeah. What I do, I just keep drinking water.
Yeah. Right. Like okay. Yeah. So probably something you can do. So that you can like.
Oh yeah, and Techie, they are still together right now. Angie and G, they are.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Prash said, okay, this is what Prash said. I went on a date with this girl the other day, and after dinner, she was like, "Hey, you want to go watch Spider-Man?" Like, nah, I don't want to sit in silence for 3 hours. I get why you don't want to watch it, but I also get why she said that. Like, so let's say you go on a date, and then you have dinner, and then like you don't know what the frick you're supposed to do afterwards. But she wants to hang out more. So she's totally like, "Oh, is he gonna suggest anything, or is he just gonna make us go home?" And she can't think of anything, so she's totally like, "Oh, you know, let's watch Spider-Man." And then you're like, "Nah,
maybe.
I don't want to do movies."
Like,
Like,
did she
okay, never mind,
ask
let's just
to
go
watch
home.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, she just like after dinner, she asked him to watch Spider-Man after dinner. I feel like that's like
I see. Yeah.
Right, so what did you do afterwards,
Oh
Prash?
wait, no. Prash suggested arcade or night markets. Okay, yeah, that's way better. That is way better.
Maybe she was like nervous. Some people are nervous about like moving too much. I know that some girls, not a lot, but like there are some girls that don't like to show when they run or something like that. Like something like not as feminine. Yeah, I've seen people that like they have to rush somewhere, they also walk. Like they just refuse to run in front of people. I don't understand it, but yeah.
Well, I know like when like me and my ex was still dating, like in the early like days, I was like very nervous playing bowling. Because I don't know, like when they're just watching you, like you're the only person in that lane.
Yeah,
gotta, like,
that makes sense.
You gotta like stick your booty up.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So.
Go for the strike, you know. Yeah, it's like.
I hate bowling.
So
yeah, I actually don't really like bowling.
If any guys ever like, let's go on a bowling date? It's a hard.
Yeah,
one.
it takes a bit too long.
I like bowling, but bowling date. I think bowling with friends and your partner / crush is cute, but bowling date, just the two of you, that's that's a little But yeah, I agree with Herge. Like, what kind of bowling technique is this? Sorry. I agree with Herge. Movie date's probably like not good as a first date, but if you're both nervous people, then it's good. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're both like don't know what to do, can't talk kind of thing, then yeah, I guess so. Like if you're...
that's true.
Yeah, right? Oh,
I see that's because all four of us are extroverted.
Yeah.
What if you're two introverts?
Yeah.
Then
you're probably enjoying your time.
Such
such a bully.
Like,
Look
just
at
both
bully.
sit there in silence and just love it.
Yeah.
You absolutely love it.
Oh my god, that's so true. That's so true.
Hey, how about the introverts in chat? What would be your
Introvert
ideal
chat.
date?
Yeah, what do you like? Yeah, Goldco doesn't like movies either. Honestly, valid.
Bowling is
Movies
good. He said
for
bowling is
taste.
good.
God. Bowling. bleh.
Just my ideal date is a Valorant date where we can have matching names and intellect jets.
Oh,
Oh
who
my
said that? Who
God.
said
Techie.
that? Oh
I've-
my god.
No.
That's so trolling.
But I've unironically been on online dates before. Unironically. Hi,
Yeah,
Mundy.
that's fine. As long as I'm pretty sure Techie's trolling. But an ideal
Fine.
that as your ideal date, I guess if you're like both long distance, then yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're
Yeah, I
not,
think games are
nah, just a zoomer. Okay, damn. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. After me saying my cringy ass story, I can't believe I laughed. I'm so sorry.
Ooh.
If I want an intro date, do something like making pasta together or bread or something like that. Oh,
Oh,
back when
damn.
I was in high school, that was one of my ideal dates as well. So like I imagine like this whole scenario in my head, like with my best friend. The scenario was one of us goes to the other person's house and we make dinner together and we cook pasta. And then like when you're boiling the pasta, like this is like I was like in year 7 or something. I found out that you check if it's like ready to eat if you throw a piece on the wall and it sticks.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, and then we'll be like throwing pasta at the wall together. For some reason, that was like year 7 nowadays, like peak romance. That was my idea of peak romance.
Aww.
Like, yeah.
I think that's kind of wholesome.
It's
Yeah, it was
wholesome.
just-
It's kind of
Wait, so
random.
did you
but
throw the
wholesome.
pasta?
It's just how
Did you throw
ideal.
pasta? Oh,
Well,
so you, yeah.
I think I did try that, like with my recent ex. I think after he moved to Sydney, like we cooked pasta together. I can't remember if we threw it at the wall or not. I think we threw it at the fridge. And I remember being
Okay.
like, oh my god. I remember thinking about this scenario in year 7, and I'm doing it.
Aw, that's cute. Bowling
Yeah.
and laser tag.
And then we
That's
broke up.
cute.
Okay, after that, we broke up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. End up eating
Oh.
pasta at each other. Shall we move on to a Reddit post? Wink, 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 nudge, nudge, wink,
Ooh.
wink, nudge, nudge. I'm actually excited. Wanna know?
Here we go. Let's go into some tea. Purge, do you want to pull up your one or my one?
No, you do yours. I
Okay.
like that one.
Alright, we have a Reddit post, and I want to hear everybody's opinion on it. Oh, it was posted 6 hours ago. This one's fresh.
Okay.
Alrighty,
fresh.
guys, listen up. The title is Boyfriend Ignored Me on My Birthday. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Tell me about it, girl. So,
Uh-oh.
today was my birthday. I have lived with my boyfriend for 6 months and we've had our ups and downs, but overall, he makes me happy. He told me we wouldn't do anything on my birthday. Wait, he told me we wouldn't do anything on my birthday
Nay,
As
we're not
he
doing it on your
wanted
birthday.
to watch football, right? As he wanted to watch football or something, and quote unquote, if I love him, I would not be mad. I got up early this morning and went for a coffee by myself, and I also bought some stuff for myself. I came back about 5 hours later. When I came home, he immediately went to sleep and told me to wake him up later to watch the game. I did. I was sitting in my bedroom by myself, feeling awful. He completely ignored me on my birthday and was just sitting in the living room. I went inside later during the night and asked him if he wanted to watch a movie and generally spend time together. He said, maybe later. I feel really hurt and ignored. Am I too sensitive?
No,
Is that
she's
really a
not
question?
sensitive.
Is that really the question? Am I too sensitive?
I hate him.
I thought it was like gonna be like surprise party gone wrong, but he just straight up like ignored her the whole day and wanted to watch.
Did he
footy.
like forget or something? Like
No,
even
he specifically told her, babe, we are not doing anything for your birthday. And if you love me, you won't be mad.
That's messed up. That's messed
Yeah.
up.
He really did take her for granted.
Yeah.
what kind of like person or like mindset do you have to be in to say that to someone?
Yeah.
Like maybe he has like a really scarred like childhood birthdays growing up, and he's like, I hate birthdays. Like I don't want anyone to celebrate them. That's useless.
True.
Yeah, but even if that's the case, if you love someone, you'll put yourself.
love-
Yeah, if you'll put yourself in a place where like I hate it, but my girlfriend or slash boyfriend likes it, so I'm willing to like do that for her. That's their
Or
love
like
language.
comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Home.
birthdays made me uncomfortable, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, I think the worst part was he said, if you love me, you won't blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah. Like,
yeah.
that is the most toxic thing I have ever heard.
Yeah, if you loved her, you would have like. I don't know.
Yeah, she should have been like, well, if you love me, celebrate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would have done.
True,
Yeah,
true.
that's what I would have done. No cap.
I think it's just not. This is just not it, honestly.
I'm just shocked. Like honestly,
Mm.
why do people like that? Okay, yeah, like why do people like that exist?
Sorry, Dixon, I'm just ready. I'm gonna Will Smith the heck out of them. Bro,
Yeah,
if my
so,
girlfriend. Oh, sorry.
Don't be this guy. Oh yeah, go.
I'm just reading Techie's comment. Bro, if my girlfriend wanted to spend time with me, I'd close the Valorant Champions Twitch tab so quick, no cap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here to take down notes. Okay, Nilla. Okay. I can't believe someone like that even end up in a relationship.
Well,
True.
I usually with things like this, at the start it's really really nice, and then maybe after like 3 or something years, that's when stuff like this starts to happen.
They show their true
Usually.
colors.
Yeah, no one's like this at the start. No one's like this at the start.
Yeah. Maybe it was an important football game. It's like watching like, babe, wake me up later so I can watch VCTs.
But not for your birthday. Stuff like that should never happen. I don't think
Yeah.
it should ever happen either.
Yeah.
But it does happen, and some people are very much
Just-
like that.
Imagine this was your
That's
like
why.
friend, just like not even like boyfriend girlfriend. Like if I'd like if I was like, hey Janae, it's your birthday today, but I'm gonna watch VCT and wake me up later. Like I don't want to spend time with you. I just want to watch VCT. Okay, later. Just wake me up, okay? Like, huh?
Wait, I'm actually fine with that. I don't mind that.
Wait, I'm not fine with that though. I'd be like, okay, like maybe like what if you no, but imagine if you were like someone that's like, oh, I'm really into birthdays and I love having like birthday parties, spending time with my friends on my birthday. Like you told me that, and I straight up go, I don't want to spend time with you on your birthday. I want to watch VCT. That's when I'm
yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
A bit heartbreaking.
Maybe he bet his life savings away for a better future for you guys. What? What? Does that even make sense?
No.
Huh?
Oh, he's betting on
Hi,
the
baby.
game, betting on the football game or something. Hi, Nico.
Okay. I want to be seen with Nade. Oh.
Okay, Nico.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Does anyone have any final notes before we go to another response?
This guy sucks. Thank you. Next. That's what I-
Yep. Agree.
Pret, do you want to read the next one, or do you want me to continue reading out?
Yeah, I can do the next one.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it. Simp for minutes.
So, okay, all right. So this person wants to be on the Discord call.
Are they here? Are they
Ooh.
here? Sammy T
Are
Dog.
they here? Sammy, T?
Oh, Sammy.
Wait,
Sammy.
Sam actually here? If you're not here,
Any
we'll do the next
Sammys?
Any Sammys in chat?
one. Any Sammys. Sammy. No, I don't think she's here or he. No.
Aw.
Let's do the next one. And
Can
we'll
just
come back
go to the next one
her.
first.
Next one?
Yeah.
All right, no worries. Okay, so this is anonymous. All right.
Mhm.
So things you like about a person or relationship. This person wants someone with fantastic humor. They're just a chill person.
Fantastic humor.
Fantastic humor. Yes.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Appropriately affectionate in public and very affectionate in private. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
she knows what's up. Or he.
Spicy.
Okay.
Okay. So things you dislike about a person or relationship. They're not open-minded. They're homophobic. Not
Ooh.
open to commitment.
I mean, I think that's just like,
The bare minimum.
it's like yeah, it's like a very, very,
Yeah.
bare
Bare minimum?
minimum.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, describe your ideal date or day with a person you like. Just on the bed, cozy with blankets and cuddling, surrounded with snacks.
Of course.
Mm. I like
Mhm.
snacks. and just telling nonsense stories and things about themselves.
Cute.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's okay.
Like cuddle.
You just talk to them. Yeah.
Ideal date. Yeah, that's nice. I do. Oh, sorry, I don't have to comment, but my comment on
No,
that
that's
is
okay.
literally like I'm just looking at like her just bed right now. I just imagine like us like giggling, like talking on the bed, talking
Angie
about
on my
life.
bed,
Yeah, the
like,
little
with
poop.
snacks.
I'm hugging like a
Nayde.
little. Yeah, and Nayde. Sorry, I just
Nayde.
yes, of course, Nayde. I
Sorry,
just saw
Fred.
your.
Oh,
Oh
good,
yeah,
all good.
oh girl, sorry. But yeah, like it's so cute. Like just talking about life. That's pretty ideal. Yeah, that's nice.
All right. So their love story is started in grade 7. So they had a crush in grade 7, and they already confessed to him. Oh, so I'm guessing this is a girl. So I already confessed to him by this point, and everyone knew in my class. I was really proud that I can confess directly to someone I like. So whenever someone asked if someone asked if I did like him, I answered honestly. I didn't know at the time that he liked me back too. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
And it's probably reasonable that I didn't know, but nope, there was many hints. Our classroom had 2 air conditions, so it was very cold.
Oh
Oddly
my
specific.
god. Oh
We were-
my god.
We were seatmates.
Oh my god.
And
I'm not blushing, you are.
and one day, I was really feeling cold, so I was just rubbing my hands together under the table to heat it up. But I saw his hands. Okay, I like this. It's just there under the table too. So me being kind of forward, grabbed his hands and just held onto it.
Oh my god, respect. Girl, that's respect. She was like, my hands are cold. You better
Hold them.
We better hold them.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And then
He let me hold his hands in the entire class. Oh. It was
Have a
hidden from
dinosaur.
dinosaur. Like a T-Rex. It was hidden from everyone, so unless they'll be beside us or anything, no one knew that we held hands.
oh my god. Sorry.
Oh.
You
Alright, so the
yourself
next hint
named. I'm
was-
kidding. I'm kidding.
The next hint was whenever I looked at him across the class, he was also looking at me smiling.
Girl, that's
But-
kind of scary. Maybe you should describe that.
Oh.
Every time I looked at him, he was looking at me, smiling, like, bruh, call the police.
Too spicy for Nate. Holding hands is nice. Smiling at someone, nuh-uh.
Keep going, keep going.
At the time, I just thought that it was just a coincidence. But it happened too many times now that I've realized. I only knew that he did like me back after 2 years. 2 years!
Oh.
So yeah, imagine what it could have been, huh?
Wait, so he didn't say anything even after that
No.
moment they had between them. What?
Oh my god, this is...
Damn.
Heartbreaking.
This could have been
happened.
something. It could have been something, and then
Hmm.
that opportunity is just gone.
Guys.
Oh my god, this is so cute. I think I know why I find it cute. Oh wait, yeah, Angie, go.
No, I have nothing. I'm just like, oh, wow, like. Anyways, yes, Nade.
Shooketh.
Yes.
It reminds me of kindergarten.
Wait.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
The first time I held hands with someone,
Mhm.
and the first time I got confessed to was in kindergarten.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know what having a crush and things like that were until someone confessed to me. But after I figured out what the hell it was, I was on it. I was on the job. So there was like this guy I really liked in kindy, and I think he liked me back because I was the only one in the class who could pronounce his name right because I was really big brain. And I guess that was a good enough reason to like someone back in kindergarten. And what we would do is, you know how when you always sit on the floor and the carpet when the teacher's like, all right, everybody sit with your legs crossed. What we do is we'd sit all the way at the back, next to each other, and we'd like sit really
That's
close,
spicy.
and then behind our backs we'd like hold hands under, like, so we'd sit right on the back of the table and we'd like hold hands.
What the heck?
Damn.
Nade.
And I
Starting
was like,
young, huh?
Yeah, the first time I was in kindergarten, and I would write him love letters, like really elaborate love letters.
Oh my.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have a similar experience in kindy as well.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
what? You guys are crazy. Okay, okay.
Next thing you know, it was me. No, I'm joking.
Wait.
Wait.
No.
Wait, what?
So in kindy, I managed. So I liked the girl, right? And she liked me
Mhm.
back.
Mhm.
And I don't know how we knew what a boyfriend girlfriend was, but we became boyfriend girlfriend in kindy. And I told my teacher not to tell anyone, but I married her in kindy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And also,
Damn, he a wedded man.
and every now and like just say twice a week, I'd go to her house and play like
Okay.
Super Smash Bros with her. And after kindy in year 1, she moved schools, and I never saw her again.
Oh.
Oh.
This is the anime moment when you meet up again. And
I,
you're like,
He's ready. He's got
flashback
little
to Kinder.
cherry blossoms in his
remember when we
background as
got
well. He's
married?
ready.
Yeah.
I tried finding her socials and stuff like in high school, but I just couldn't find anything. I even
Oh,
forgot her last name
damn.
because that's how long
Let's
it's been.
find her. Let's
Yeah.
find her.
Anybody know? Come on. Anybody know any Andes? Any girls?
She's a keeper. Wait, never mind.
Oh, that's.
Damn, Prodigal going to her house to smash in kindy. That's crazy.
Oh.
Wait.
Super
Wait.
Smash! Super Smash!
Yo.
Super Smash! Super
Wait.
Smash!
Yeah, so
Yeah,
then
exactly. That's the plot for the next Makoto Shinkai movie.
Oh my gosh.
I got really sad.
Yeah.
Aw.
Fred's so prepared. He's got like his little phone when he reads our stuff, and he's got little tears for like sweet moments.
Oh my god, it's
prepared.
Wonder Kid! Yo!
Hello.
For giving
Hello.
love advice.
Do you have anything you want to share? In the exclamation mark, love advice. Herj, do you want to do another Reddit post now?
Yes.
Anyone got any final thoughts before Herj moves on? Unscore.
Oh, can I
Oh,
talk
wait,
about the
sorry.
first time I found out what liking someone is or what a crush is?
Yes, of
yeah.
course.
This is a kindergarten story. The first time I got confessed to, and I was like, what are you going on about? I just went to school one day, and then this guy came up to me. I still remember his name. It was Timothy, and he gave me a bear.
Wait, can I just pause really quick? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Heini, I got married in kindy too. She left me for some guy with the same name. Sorry.
No way! No
Okay.
freaking way!
Sorry, I just read that and couldn't stop laughing. Yes, now I'm focused.
Wait, my name?
Oh my
No?
god.
Oh.
Oh.
Anyways, yes.
Yeah.
yes,
Oh yeah. Timothy gave me a bear, and he was
Uh-huh.
like, "This is yours," and I was like, "No, it's not." I was like, "That's not my bear." I was like, "It's not mine," and he was like, "No, it's for you." He was like, "You can keep it," and I was like, "Why?" I was literally like, "Why?"
Why?
And he was like, "Because," and he was like really quietly. He was like, "Because I like you," and I was like, "What? What did you say?" And he
Name's
was like, "Because I
bullying
like
kids,
you."
man.
No, I was in kindy. I didn't understand. I was like, "What do you mean? Like because you like me? Like how is that a reason to give someone a bear?" Like because I like you, and I made him repeat it like 10 times. And he was like,
Aw.
"Because I like you," and I was like, in my head, I was like, I don't understand. Like, what does that even mean? Like, you can like cake or like reading, but how can you like a person
Yeah.
in a way that you like they give you a bear or something?
Yeah.
There's an
I was-
absolute savage.
Yeah, since
I was really
young.
trying to give him back the bear. I was like, this is not my bear. Yeah, I've never seen this before in my life. It's
Oh my
for
God.
you. And I was like, okay. So I just like kept the bear and I was like playing with it and I just never spoke to him again. I was like, oh, toy, free toy. And then like I took it home to my babysitter and my babysitter's like, where'd you get that from? I was like, oh, some boy gave it to me for free.
I bet she was like,
And then-
ooh, he likes you. And
Yeah,
you're like,
and
that's what he
she-
said.
and And then yeah, she was like, "Oh, I think he likes you." I was like, "That's what he said." I was like, "What does that mean?" And they're like, "Oh, it means he has like a crush." And I was like, "Oh shoot, he has a crush." on me." That was like the first time. I was like, "That's what crush is. That's what liking someone means."
Aw,
That's so cute.
What would you have done if you understood what it meant? back then?
Ooh.
I think it would have been like
Yeah.
similar reaction. Not gonna lie, you're like, oh, thanks for the bear.
Yeah, but probably a lot faster. Probably without the like, what are you saying? Without all the confusion, it would have been like, oh, thank you, and then like, yee, and then just that's it. Yeah.
I did forget to save a love advice that this person wanted to say. So
Oh.
I'm just going to say.
Oh,
Yes.
So she said, if you think that you have a chance, shoot your chance. Well, I'm guessing she meant shoot your shot. But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
there could only be two things that can happen. One, they reject you and you move on with your life. Or two, they give you a chance and they do reject you. At least you won't be able to regret that you didn't try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's valid.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Why would you not confess?
Mm.
YOLO.
YOLO.
True. That
Later
is
you're gonna
very true.
regret saying that. Not going to cap. Anyways. Anyways. Herge, back to you.
Reddit time?
first.
Okay.
Reddit.
This is a pretty long one, so I'll try to read through it quick. I think. Well, it looks really long.
Okay.
But this is called "My Boyfriend Blocked Me After Missing One Call from Him."
Ooh,
There.
nice. He got rid of himself.
So, I and my boyfriend have been dating for over a year now. We have a relatively rocky relationship due to poor communication, insecurities, etc. We have worked on communication in the past and have always come around in the end. However, this week I left town for a week on a work-related trip. It was the second to last day of the trip when I fell asleep early and missed a call from him. I didn't miss any other calls or texts from him, just one. Before I fell asleep, I had just bought us tickets to a movie he's excited about and told him. We conversed a little bit, but again, I ended up falling asleep. When I wake up, I sent him a good morning text. It wasn't until a couple hours after I woke up and hadn't heard from him that I realized he stopped sharing his location with me at 11:40 p.m. As I began to try to call him, I realized I'm blocked and that he took down his social media. I'm completely confused because we didn't get into a fight. I tried reaching out to him any way I could before calling his mother, who we won't even get into because Lord. He finally ends up unblocking me and calls me. He doesn't ask why I didn't answer the phone call at 9:30 p.m., but started telling me that I purposely ignored him. He has my location and said when he looked, it showed I was outside, which I wasn't. Lol. He
Yeah,
said
why would you lie about that?
shouldn't. Yeah, he said he shouldn't have blocked me, but doesn't offer a true apology or even show remorse for the whole situation. He was just dead set on blaming me and my actions. By the time I heard back, I was furious and told him the relationship is not what is best for either of us. I'm flying back a day early for my trip because it's been a completely ruined, and I don't want anything to happen to my car, cat, or other belongings in the apartment we share. Thoughts? Opinions?
I'm just reading chat now. Wait. Guys, I
Hi,
got a really
Steven.
important question. How do I get a girlfriend, Techie?
Oh, actually, we'll
S-X.
talk about that after.
It's on yo. Oh wait, I don't know why I read that yo. Nilla was like, location sharing is Monka S for me. What
I think so too. That's
Really?
I don't know, it depends.
Uh-huh.
But like in general, if it's just like day-to-day stuff, like you guys have a really set routine, like what's the point?
Yeah, I guess
You know.
so. Because
true.
you know, I asked why, like, what you guys think about it. Because Gigi and I actually have location sharing on. Like, not like just us two. We actually have like a whole group of friends that do location sharing just for fun.
Yeah,
So
I
like,
think I like that.
yeah. So like if we go like anywhere or like we're like meeting up somewhere, we can see like this man's late. He's like 10 minutes away. Like we like to bully each other, and it also tells like when like our battery's low, so we like text each other like, "Hey, charge your phone. Your battery's low," or something like that. It's like location sharing, but like I don't find anything wrong about it if
Yeah.
you both trust
As long
each
as
other
it's
anyway.
not. Yeah, as
It's
long
not
as it's not
forced.
like you need to turn on your location
Yeah.
so I know you're
Yeah.
not cheating on me.
Yeah,
It's more
yeah,
like
Yeah.
More like for
it's more
fun,
like
right?
like you look at it and they're like, oh, like he's with his friends right now. Look, this is where they are. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
cute. Like I'm like because I imagine them
Yeah.
there. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Something that Gigi likes to do is like when I'm like about to go home, he's like, he'll like call me as soon as I get home, like, welcome home. like he'll greet me like I'm home, like welcome
That's cute.
home. yeah, how was work? And I'm like, oh my god, good, thank you. How'd you know I'm home? He's like, I was checking. It was like almost like home time for you. And I was like, oh. Yeah, so like stuff like
See,
that.
like that's, I guess, like because you guys both have trust in each other, so that like there's nothing to be insecure about.
Yeah, and we never
I-
question
I-
if it's off as well.
Yeah.
Like if it's off, like I don't know, like maybe I want a surprise or something, I'll turn it off, or I don't know, but like there's never questioning like why is your location off? It's never like that. Yeah.
Wait, what was
Yeah.
the story? What was the Reddit post about again? I forgot. Oh, man, frick that guy.
Yeah, blocking after one
Like,
missed call.
I mean, like if you think you could do like that for the rest of your life, then I mean, like, sure, but
It says the age, by the way.
How old?
So the girl was 26 and the guy was 37.
Oh, so you're dating a 40-year-old child?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
What
like
I'm
some
hearing.
immature man.
Yeah, really, really immature. Actually, that's what my mom said too. She was like, Janess, men are really immature. She was like, it doesn't matter what age. She was, it doesn't matter if they're 40 or they're 50. They're never gonna be as mature
Yeah.
as you. And I was like, okay,
Okay.
I'll just be single forever. It's fine.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's reading more
Yeah,
Yeah,
chat
remember what
now.
I was saying before the podcast?
Oh, if
Yeah.
you're with them, you should have enough trust. If not, why are you with
Yeah.
them? Techie said. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
There might have been. Wait.
Some people
Oh,
are not
mine.
ready for a relationship like that.
Mm,
If you're like that, definitely don't be in one. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 37. You're not ready. You're like mentally 14. You're still in
Yeah.
year 7 mode, to be
Yeah,
honest.
exactly.
Yeah, for
Sunny-
real.
Sonny said, I only do location sharing if I'm overseas or in a sketching area. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't think my
No, I always tell Angie.
Angie, yes. Me, Angie.
What's
Yeah, I'm
Angie
like-
gonna do?
If I'm like, if I'm like gonna go somewhere, I'm like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
I don't,
Yeah,
if I don't
yeah.
reply within this time, if I'm not home, you
Yeah.
call the police.
Dude, that's why
Because it means I'm dead.
I freak out because like normally if she sees a message, she'll like, even though it's like not a like a excite like, because normally we like all caps message each other of like exciting giggly. Sometimes she'll message like a very plain like it's fine because that's how people text. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, but it's there's a text. So like she went like 5 hours without like giving me an answer at all, and it's like something exciting, and I was like freaking out. I was like, where is she? Where is she going? It's been there for... I was like freaking out. Then she's like, oh, I just touched grass. I was outside. I was like, oh, okay, as long as you're safe, you know.
Yeah. When I'm out, I don't like looking at my phone.
Yeah, that makes sense though. Yeah.
So Toaster said, I don't think sharing is necessary, but if my girlfriend wanted it, I would.
It's not necessary. It's true.
Yeah,
it's
but if
like
it gets
free.
if it gets to a point where like trust issues comes into play,
Yeah.
like you turn off your location for like legit 10 minutes and we start questioning you about it,
Yeah.
I can,
If they want it for the right reason, then
Yeah.
yeah.
it's okay.
The reason being, if they're asking you to have your location on because they don't trust you,
Yeah.
they're not gonna trust you even if your location's on. It doesn't actually fix the trust
Yeah.
problem. It's just a band-aid solution to like deeply rooted issues within that person's own personal insecurities that they need to deal with themselves. So like, yeah, therapy really, really good.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the follow, EXO accept. EXO accept.
Sorry, we haven't really got anything like in terms of followers, but thank you.
Oh, what about be
like-
cheated on if I can't get a girl?
Yeah.
You guys
Wait, what?
So you cut out, Nay.
can't be cheated on if I can't get a girl.
She said.
Ah.
Steven said, "I can't be cheated on if I can't get a girl." He's just making a little quirky
Yeah,
remark.
facts.
Steven coming with the genius ideas once again. Facts, bro. Yes, I'm quite the genius. Let's keep reading. Yeah, if it's for the right reason, then yeah. If it's because they don't trust me, then it needs to be talked about. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to
Yes,
argue with that logic. Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
go.
Let's get some
Okay.
Debate, flame,
debate.
some shade thrown.
I'm
But I do agree that communication is very important in relationships.
It's so
Yeah,
important.
very
It's actually
important.
like if you can't even communicate on day-to-day life, you need to fix that so
Yeah.
that when you're in a relationship, you're gonna be fine as a couple, as a person, and as a couple. You know.
Yeah, like I mean, people even get reported for not using comms in Valorant. Imagine your partner in your relationship.
Report you too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here we go. For instance, if you did something that broke your partner's trust, and turn on the location would help rectify the previous relationship wound. I guess it would help, but
I guess it'd help, but it wouldn't fix. It'd help, but it
yeah,
wouldn't
I don't
fix.
think. Yeah, it would like ease it. It would just
Yeah.
ease your what's the word for it? Uncertainty? No, what's the word?
Yeah.
Ease your discomfort
Doubts?
temporarily, but that trust is still broken,
Yeah, you
like-
need to. If you break
Yeah.
someone's trust,
and that's
you
gonna
have-
take time.
Yeah, you need time, and you need to like show action. And
Why would you break
just-
someone's trust in the first place?
Oh, it happens. If
Yeah,
your comms
sometimes-
are bad enough, I promise you, it happens.
Yeah, I don't think. I think if you're immature as well, or young, immature. I mean, you can be old and immature. That's why I said you're young. Normally, you're like a little bit more immature, right? But yeah, you can do it on accident and then really regret it later. I feel.
Yeah, so that location and
bitch.
action needs to
Love
be
you.
consistent. It ain't be one pump and done. Yeah, definitely. It's like an overtime thing.
Mm.
Turning on location is not the I suddenly trust you now. That's not how it works. It do be Steven.
And now see it from a different point of view. Thanks, Nay. Trust is built over time.
Aww.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that
has to
location
be.
action needs to be consistent. You know what? Oh wait, that's what you just read out. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Alrighty. Anyone have any more final thoughts before we move on to the next response?
Oh, there was something I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, with what Steven said about that mentality, like can't get cheated on if I like don't have a girl. I know he's joking, but a lot of people are like very scared to enter relationships or even to confess, because even just going through the breakup or going through that rejection process is like very painful. And yeah, and it is scary. I think the first time I got my heart broken, I felt like I was going to die. I felt like there was like nothing left on this world. I have just lost my literal soulmate, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing else that like I'm gonna be like lonely forever,
Yeah.
essentially. And I never wanted to feel that like terrifying, sad feeling ever again in my life. It was the worst ever. But then the reason that I was able to overcome that was because when you love someone again so much, before you enter something with them or before you even confess, I already like I won't pursue something with them unless I already know that the trade is worth it. So for example, with my most recent ex, I entered a relationship with him because I knew 100% that even just one day of hanging out with this guy was like brought me so much happiness that it would definitely be worth like however many months of heartbreak I would go through if we were like breaking up. Even just one day of being happy with this guy was worth like 4 to 7 months of being like really miserable. So I was like, yeah, this trade is worth, and I'm entering it like knowing that this trade is worth, and that when I'm hurting, I know it was absolutely worth the trade. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Because I was like very certain, like even just one day hanging out with that guy, I was like, yeah, I'm so happy. You won't regret this one. So yeah.
Oh, that's like a really good way to look at it.
I feel like when you put yourself in a relationship, you have to know that you're in a very vulnerable position, and that's fine because they are also going through that vulnerable position with you. Just know that you have to you have to work on yourself, number one, and you work on like each other, like work as a couple. You know what I mean? Like improve together, and that's how you grow together. Yeah. Imagine having the power to decide that. Meanwhile, I can't even get into a relationship. Feels bad, man. You are trolling, Nilla. I'm
That's my
you are
choice.
trolling.
That's
Like,
my choice.
Going back to the previous love advice from an anonymous person, so you should just always shoot your shot because you will never know what would happen.
I guess so.
So, yeah.
Yeah, like shoot your shot. I would say shoot your shot. If you're like Nay said, like when you're absolutely certain that. Well, for me, I only shoot my shot if I'm absolutely certain I'm gonna marry this person in the future. But like,
Oh, hinting.
it's been 5 years.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trolling a little.
Yeah,
but
definitely
yeah,
shoot your shot.
when you
yeah.
are
But,
like 100% certain, like Nate said. Yeah. Ayo, who
but there are
dis?
some
Bye,
people who also get like too sad. Like you have to know yourself. You have to know yourself and know if the trade is worth. Because I have a friend who wanted to confess to a girl, but they knew that if they got rejected, they would just be so sad and they wouldn't be able to handle it. You got to know yourself if you can handle it or not. Because I know for me, I don't mind getting rejected because it's like oh, I like you. Is this like mutual? No, like fair. But it's not the case for everyone. Some people, like, if they get rejected, it's like, I'm not good enough. What should I do? Like, I need to change myself. Like, they don't want me because blah, blah, blah. You gotta know if you can handle it or not. If you can handle it, just shoot your shot and know if the trade is worth.
Oh, damn. So I'm just reading Wonder Kid. Marriage in 21st
So
century
wise.
is Monka S. So many girls trying to scam Mary for moolah. Really? Really? How is that possible? Like, if you're like, if the guy's really rich?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Sometimes the other person takes it really bad too. Yeah, that's true.
But would you like someone who's that type? Like, I feel like if I confess to someone and they took it really bad, like, I would just like, all feelings would just leave my body.
Whatever feelings Nate had, it's gone.
It's gone. If they were like, oh my god, ew, like you like me, like, it's gone. I now see
Like,
you as a teapot, like a monkey. Like, I feel nothing. It's just
Alright.
gone.
So pretty much the key takeaways are just make sure you know it's the right person. You're 100% sure, or even 200% sure it's the right person.
No, you can't be sure it's the right person though.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
well
like-
okay.
Until after you're dating already.
Yes and no. I feel like
Yeah, okay. It's ambiguous. Yeah.
when you shoot a shot, when you know how I say it's the right person. You know it's the right person at the time. Like you feel like that's you at the time you are like 100%. Like obviously like you never know what's gonna happen in the future, but like you already know like you want to be with them.
Yeah. Like no dating to play around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, continue. Right.
And just I don't know. It's really hard because I've never been in a relationship before, like a proper one. So I've never. But I have confessed before, and I got rejected. But I felt sad, but it's okay. It's okay to be sad. Like you can't always get what you want, and it just takes time to recover. So
I think it's good to feel sad sometimes as well. Like you need to feel sad sometimes. Like I don't understand how to explain it, but you just do.
Because how can you experience happiness if you never
if you're never
experience
sad.
sadness?
Yeah. Oh my
Yes.
God. Butterfly story, Nate. Butterfly story. Should I share it? Share it?
Yeah, share it.
Share it. Alright, so before I share the story, just want to read what one of the kids wrote, which is not capping. They have a delicate plan to seduce and marry and take over so much emotionally for monetary advantage, which I cannot believe. Yeah, I cannot believe that.
No, I can.
Oh, you can? Oh, I can't believe that.
Yeah. Some people are just like just straight up bad people.
The version,
Ruthless.
Yeah, it would be like that.
There's definitely a big difference in how guys and girls should shoot their shot, and that's true as well.
Oh, wait, tell me more about that. Tell me more about that, brocephal. What are the differences? This I want to know.
Have to keep in mind you change, and the other person also changes as time flows, and consider other factors, different jobs, different lifestyle. Can you match in a compromising manner? Whereas balance, that is all very valid points. Absolutely. So I was 16, 17 when I first started dating, and I am now 22. And obviously, I'm not the same person as I was 5-6 years ago. And the person I love is also not the same person. But I feel like we love each other so much that even though they change, and I feel like he changed for the better, which is good. I don't know if they change for the worse. Like I don't know how to help you there, but like if they change for the better, like you just love them more, right? Or if you find like there's something that you don't like about them, I'm gonna like rat you out a little bit, but like I feel like he's really stubborn. But like as the years go by, I feel like he's become a lot less stubborn, and like because like he wants to be a better person. And that's, I hope like when you're in a relationship with someone, that they will always want to continuously improve, like so that you guys are happy together, and improve as like you're like, if you're stubborn, that's not like a good trait always, right? Like improve in a positive manner. You know what I mean?
You don't want someone hard stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You want someone to improve together with. Yeah. Why be sad when you can be happy? I mean, yeah, yes and no, but like I don't know how to explain it. Like it just, sometimes you just need to feel sad. Yeah. And oh yeah, the butterfly story. Oh yeah, this is what we're talking about. So, do you guys want to hear the butterfly story, Hoja and Pret? I feel like I'm talking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right. So there's this guy that like has a garden, and then this is like a fictional story, by the way, but he went outside and saw that there was this like caterpillar, like really struggling to become, like he's like turning into a butterfly, and he's like really struggling to like come out of his like cocoon. So him being so kind-hearted was like, oh no, let me help you. So he like grabs some like scissors and like tries to like help him like surgically like help out of his like little cocoon. And then he's free from his cocoon, right? But then after he's like free, he realizes that this butterfly still can't fly properly. So he's like, oh no, what do I do? Like panicking, and he like Googles like, oh, how come blah 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 blah. And then it turns out that butterflies can't like become butterflies and fly properly if they don't like physically like push out of their cocoon by themselves, and like they have to like to push out of the cocoon. It's really hard to do so. Like it's really painful. It's really like it's a huge struggle. Like it hurts, and it's like really painful. But without like going through that painfulness and that struggle, he won't be able to like fly and become like a proper butterfly. So like relating that to like normal life, like you can't become a butterfly without going through some pain first. And that's fine, and it's normal, and it's actually like it's a part of becoming who you are as a person. And I always like think of the story when I'm like sad or like going through something. Like I just have to like remember like, okay, I'm going through something right now and it's really sad and everything, but without going through this, like I won't become me. I won't become like the happier version of me. Yeah. Yes, I don't know.
When Angie told me that story, it helped so much.
Like the first time I heard this, I was like,
That's so cute.
Gosh. Yeah, I was like, that's so cute, and like it made, I don't know, it just makes everything just clicks together when you hear that, and you like, yeah, I don't know, and you can always relate it to like whatever like happened to you, like it's like something you can like relate to. Baby, you light up my world. So I'm reading techie.
Something
So, yeah.
I feel like. Oh yeah, go Andy.
Okay. So pretty much just focus on yourself, develop yourself, and it would take time, but eventually you'll get there.
Yes.
And with that butterfly story, I guess something similar happened to me, like in my love life. So, like I said before, my first breakup was like so absolute devastation, so painful. My first breakup, but I'm actually very, very much grateful that happened, and not in like a like, oh my god, I'm so grateful because like I'm a better person,
you.
or like I had to go through that pain, but. It was, I'm literally grateful for it because I needed that information. Because when I broke up with my most recent ex, it was his first relationship ever, and I was like, this is gonna hurt him really, really badly. But because I had gone through it, I knew exactly all of the steps I needed to take and all of the decisions I had to make it go smoothly for him. Like what was like crossing a line, or like, because he doesn't know, so he would like ask for things or like want things, and I know that would hurt him more because I've been there. So I took like the exact perfect path so that it would go all smoothly for him. And I would very much rather that I tanked it at the start so that he doesn't have to tank it later, because I know for a fact if I never went through that first breakup, I would have just been like, I would have done like the crappiest breakup in the world, and he would have just been devastated. So I'm so very much grateful that I was the one hurting like 5 years prior than my most recent ex, who's like really happy now, and I see that he's really happy now. So I'm like so grateful that happened. I feel like that's a really good
Aw,
example
That's so cute.
of the butterfly story. And
At least you still have respect, you know, like.
Yeah.
of course,
Because,
of course.
gosh, there's just like so many bad breakup stories.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, including my own, honestly. And it's just like the worst thing ever when like the other person just does not care. Like they just want out. And they're just like, bye.
no, that's like your, I don't know, like I don't think I could even be with someone who I didn't really respect. Regardless, like before, even before or after, yeah. And they got him a new girlfriend, so we didn't feel bad. No. Not at all.
Any more points before we move on to the next?
I just want to
Story?
add to the butterfly story as well. So there's this
sorry.
quote.
Uh-huh.
There's this quote that I always follow. It's by Nelson Mandela. It's
Oh, I love that guy.
yeah. Well, it's never lose. I either win or learn, and I think that's very true.
That's true.
Just because something didn't go right, at least you learned from it. At least you know
think-
what went wrong.
That's very true if you think like that. If you don't think like that, you always think like I lost. But you need to think in a position. You need to put yourself in a position where you thought, oh, I didn't lose. I need to learn from this. I've learned something from this. That's when you actually truly learn. If you're just like, I'm sad, like da 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 da. Yeah, exactly. That's obviously not learning. You haven't put yourself in a position where you're like, actually, there's something I can take out of this. There's a takeaway from this, and I can put that in the future. Like use this in the future.
Yeah, Wonder Kid knows. That's how he like ranked up.
Damn. Thank you for listening. Damn.
That's
Put
why
him
I'm
on
like,
here. Put him on here.
That's why I'm hard stuck flat. I just play games and it's turn my brain off. Don't learn anything, but don't do that IRL, guys. IRL, you have to learn. You have to.
Yes.
In Valorant, it's okay. Doesn't matter.
Shall we move on to the next one then? The next thing.
Yep.
So I'll read this one out. Someone. Oh wait, would you like to remain anonymous? No. So I can read out the name, yeah? It's confirming. Yeah. Okay. So they're young. I think it's the young Isaac's right. The one who streams, I believe. I believe so. I don't think he's here though. But he said to read out his story for him. So things you like about a person/relationship. He said open communication. Do you guys get the gist here? Communication. Yep. Great family
You got
values.
bad comms, don't queue up.
Great family values, caring heart and personality, goal-driven person, adventurer, great humor, and good fashion. Oh.
Good fashion.
Good fashion. Yeah,
Alright,
things you
I'm
like
on the
about a
list.
person. There might be like brownie points. Like they don't have to have, but if they do, it's
Yeah,
like, oh,
preference.
it's brownie points, you know? Things they dislike about a person, relationship. Lack of communication is a big one for him. I think it's a big one for everyone. If we are having differences within our relationship and we don't talk through it or let each other know that there are struggles, then it won't work. That is true to the T. All relationships go through hell. Real ones get out of it. That's something he wrote, and I agree with that as well. I feel like no relationship will ever be perfect. But if you I think it's actually better when you go through something bad together, because then you know what to do the next time. You know how to work around it. You know how to be a couple basically. That's deep. Yeah, actually. Smoking is another one. Vape is fine. Lying, as he's been cheated on twice. I just want some honesty and trust.
Yeah, of course.
Describe your ideal day or date with someone you like. I would plan the day to go on a little road trip to go hiking. Oh wow, in the state. I'm in there and some really nice views that are not too long. Oh, that are too long to get to. Wait, I'm in. Hold on. In a state where there are really nice views and that are too long. He wants to go to someone that's really long to get there, or maybe he meant not too long to get to. Some of these places have great meaning to them, and going there shares. Wait. Going there shares love with them. Wait, hold on. I can't read this properly. I think I'm reading it properly, but I think there was a mistypo. So I think going there is it's very loving for them too. After hiking, would go and grab lunch or brunch in respect to their dietary requirements. After
Very specific.
yeah, it's so specific. You know, good details. Very
I mean,
good.
it's
very
ideal though. It's the most
yeah.
ideal one.
Good. Yeah. After the food coma, after the food, they have a food coma. Perfect.
Wow.
Hits. Go back to mine, and you can rest. Okay. Then for a night, we'll be out in the city, dinner and a bougie place, city walks with some boba, followed up by something fun like dessert, pool, internet cafe, karaoke, and more. Then we'll make sure you
Sounds
get
like
home.
an anniversary date.
This is the best
Yeah,
line.
so it's like a full day.
Yeah. Actually,
this is like an anniversary / birthday type celebration date.
Yeah.
the next line is my favorite. Then we'll make sure you get home safely, as well as driving you home. Making sure they get home safely. Oh.
Rick! Oh my god, can I just say, safe drivers? It's so hot. You're like, following all the road rules, staying within the speed limit.
That's GG. That annoys me though. He's like,
Oh my
the
god.
thing is, he'll be like, that person's speeding.
Yeah, oh my
He'll
god.
be like-
On God, if you speed, you got a small.
Dude, I don't know. If you think you're cool, like speeding or like popping
So
burnouts and like
That's
revving
true,
your
though.
engine, you're disgusting.
Actually, like
Don't even talk to me. It's
every
disgusting.
time I see someone go, "Nom," I'm like, oh yeah, they got a
I'm
small
like,
one.
does anybody
It's
think I'm
tiny.
not doing that? Like,
Nobody
let me
likes
just like
it.
wake everybody up in my neighborhood.
Wait, actually, I didn't know all girls think that. For me, I feel like it's like freaking loud. I'm like, this is so annoying. My ears are in pain. Why are they doing this? I didn't realize like not all girls, but everyone in this, all the girls in this call are similar. Wait, Andy, how do you feel about
Safe drivers.
how do you feel about like what if you were like if you were like a fancy car? Would you want to like like you know?
Well, if I'm in my fancy car, yeah, but not on public roads.
Yeah, like if it's in like an environment where you like like I don't know, like I don't really know what car meets are to be honest still to this day.
Like,
but like
yeah, car meet. I'll do it at car meet, but not on public roads. Like, yeah, I'm worried about other people's safety as well.
our public meets in a our car meets in a public space because I went to this. Is it? I have no idea.
No, it's
'cause-
usually private.
Yeah, because I went to this like location where there's like a lot of. They are in a public space, then I don't like if they were to do that. Because I was in like a public place. It was my dad's birthday. There was all these fancy ass cars, and I was like, damn, they're nice. And this car went, and I was like, there's so many, and I was so triggered. And it was so noisy. Like, no, no. So if it's in like I don't know, it needs to be like a proper time, I guess. But I'm not a car enthusiast, sure, but I do appreciate a nice looking car. But then like
Yep.
a noisy ass car like all the time, no, sorry.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
like being not like car enthusiasts, like we don't understand what sounds good. And,
Yeah.
like, I mean, wow, your specs be nice, man.
No, but it's like
Yeah, I don't mind as long as you're safe, as long as you drive safely.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like smart guys. I think smart guys won't go around speeding.
Because because right now I'm currently building my car, but
Mhm.
I'm putting a lot of effort and money into it. And if you do something dumb and like crash, then all that's just for nothing.
Yeah.
You could even lose your life if you just do something dumb.
That's
so
what
that's
I'm
why
saying.
that's why I just drive safe.
Yeah.
Do all the dumb stuff like in a private area, just not
In a
with other
private
people.
Yeah. And then
Oh
like-
wait, we should read Oh yeah, go.
No, I've forgotten. Go on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I just forget really. I've got it. Yeah. So read it. I promise. Read it.
Because Bro Cephal, his paragraph, I just came out of a somewhat long-term relationship a few months ago where we were absolutely obsessed with each other and just kind of blind in love. We'd spend almost all our time together. We ended up breaking up because of her trauma and her personal complications, and the timing was also just really bad. But it was a massive heartbreak for both of us, and we have been trying to stay as friends, but it's been tough. Now I just don't feel like putting myself out there at all.
Damn.
I think you need time
Okay.
to heal. I think if you're not, you sound like you're not ready, and that's fine. As long as you take the time to like heal as a person and heal fully, then you can like be ready, and you'll feel ready as well to like go back. But without feeling ready, you're gonna actually. I feel like the next relationship you're gonna be in, you're gonna have it a little bit bumpy, you know. So like, I think the best advice I've heard for love is like love yourself first, and then you can love someone else. Because if you can't even love yourself, how are you gonna love someone else?
Yeah.
So yeah, just love yourself.
And if you think you're not ready, like even if you get even the slightest feeling that you're not ready, you're not ready. You are not ready. And even if you feel like you're so ready, you're like, I really want to be in a relationship, I have to be in a relationship right now, you're also not ready. You don't want to be like, yeah.
No, so I'm just reading Steven's. I don't care about advice. No, but like, I'm like being like 100% serious. Like I think I entered my relationship when I wasn't like fully like loving myself, and even to this probably like still not fully loving myself, and that's fine. But like, I feel like if I had properly like learned how to like love myself, a lot of things would have been a lot easier. And I think on not just for myself, but on my partner, right? It would be a lot easier. So why would you put like, if you know this advice, why wouldn't you do it and then go into a relationship? That's all it's just my mindset. Like if I had a chance to go back, I probably want to love myself more first before being in a relationship. Yeah.
Steven, I hate myself. I don't care. Bad advice. Yeah, that's why you're single by choice right now, Steven.
Whoa.
Damn, okay, cut.
No, I said by choice. He's single by choice. He's
yeah.
choosing to be single right now. He's
Yeah.
working on his own stuff, and that's respect. Yeah, single by choice. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
You want someone with the self-awareness and intelligence to be like, now is not the time.
Yeah. By other people's choice.
Choice of the universe.
Just finishing off Young's response. He also wrote, she's showing his love story or dating experience. He's had only had 4 relationships. First 2 of them cheated on me back to back. But it's okay, I'm very positive whenever I can be. Grown for them, and it's made me who I am today. That's very good. I like that response very much. Their relationship was a mismatch on schedules and didn't get to see each other very much. Sometimes I need my special someone to hold. Oh, so he's like a quality time, physical touch kind of person. Okay. 4th relationship ended on good terms, but travel became an issue. They didn't have a license and lived almost an hour away. Oh no. At the end of the day, wouldn't go back because I'm forever grateful for the experiences that I was given to be a partner with someone. Wait, why did this link on so perfectly with what we're talking about? So Young actually gave a really good, really nice example of like how he's been in a 4 relationship, like obviously didn't work out, but he's grateful for them. Then he also said, any questions or advice you need help with? What are some of the hardest challenges faced within relationships? Oh, what are some of the hardest challenges faced within relationships? That's like his first point. What is some of the hardest things?
Communication.
Yeah. No cap. Communication.
Hands down.
Yep. Communication.
Yeah.
And I think because with communication comes compromising. So I always say like the 3 big C's: communication, commitment, compromise. That's literally like the 3 things at the bottom of a relationship that you need to is your foundation.
Boundaries are a really good one too. And I feel like a lot of in a lot of situations, like whether you or your partner have like insecurities, but then that kind of leads to like you communicating these insecurities and like making sure you're like it doesn't interfere with the relationship.
Like
then
boundaries.
Sorry. And then that leads to transparency in the relationship.
Boundaries, like Wonder Kid said, is very important, but without communications to set those boundaries.
Yeah, I was about to say that. How are you gonna set boundaries if you can't calm them, babe? Come on. Come on.
Where your time to effort?
It comes at. Well, freaking Wonder Kid, why are you bringing up that duck thing now? Come on, man. We're having a love podcast here.
Yeah, not a troll podcast.
Yeah.
Yo, my girlfriend doesn't have a mic. Damn, she's actually throwing Skullface times 7.
GG, go next.
Communication. Yeah, I think that's the biggest one.
Comms.
That's the biggest one. Yeah. If anyone has anything extra, they can bring it on. But I'm just gonna quickly go through his next thing that he wrote, which is my mouse doesn't seem to be working. But also, I have someone that I might be interested in that is a girl. She's bisexual. She's a lot more into girls than guys. However, whenever we hang out, She does throw a lot of hints or signs of flirtations. Oh, okay. For example, I like girls more than guys. But if I were to ever date a guy, it would need to be for someone like you. Oh, that's a big hint,
me?
no? No, like...
No, it's not.
Damn.
Is it not a big hint?
It can be, but I can also see myself saying that without any, like...
Nay, you
intention.
can't say that, man.
No, like, let's say, so, like, with Stubbs, right? How he's, like, INTJ. I'm always like, yeah, I have to date someone who's, like, INTJ, like you, who has, like, that thought process and that, like, self-awareness and intelligence and things like that.
Right.
Oh, because I
But
But
that
we
can
would
also be
never-
really
we
easily
would
taken the
never.
wrong way.
yeah.
Yeah, it could
But he
definitely-
said-
it's, like...
He said, the girl said, I like girls more than guys, but if I were to ever date a guy, it would be need to be someone like you. She didn't explain why. She just left it there. What about that? Because you gave a reason. You're like INTJ. I want someone to be
Yeah.
INTJ. That's the reason why it's like you.
Mm.
ENFP gang. Woo. Anyways.
ENFP.
ENFP.
ENTP!
So a lot of ENFPs like going in the order of
ENFJ's
chat.
that.
But yeah, so I think if they say it like that, I think that's a hit, no?
Yo, it's Stubbs!
Yo, INTJ, hello?
Yo, that's my INTJ, what's up? That's what's up.
Or, because she really loves my cologne, every time I'm out by myself, I can smell your cologne. I look around because I think you're around and the scent gives me peace. Is that a hint?
I don't know,
Was
I
that-
told Wonder Kitty smells nice. That didn't really...
But I look around because I think you're around. Your scent gives me peace. This one's a little bit of an in-betweener, I would say. Over lunch one day, we're having drinks. She just slipped and said that she would date me. But I started to ask him because I didn't want to boost my ego when she is in a vulnerable state. Oh, she was tipsy. What do you propose is the correct outcome for this? This is like actual like need help with. What do you guys think? Maybe.
I think my opinion on
Uh-huh.
this is gonna be wrong, if I'm gonna be honest.
Do you want to say
What?
it first? You want to go first or
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll probably go first, because mine's probably incorrect. But,
Uh-huh.
because I know I'm biased, but
Uh-huh.
I don't think that's enough. Like, I don't think that's enough to be like, oh, maybe they feel something for me.
I mean,
Usually, like, when you like someone,
Mhm.
like, when you really like someone, it's, like, you can't even hide it. I
maybe
feel
that's
like.
that. But people show how they like someone differently, right? Like some
Yeah,
people get like really
exactly.
touchy, or some people like go really shy. Some people go really extrovert. I don't know. But then I think me after reading this, I would say if you like her, then just ask her, like, do you like me? Like, do you want? Because I like you. Like, if you don't know if she likes you or not, then
Communication.
yeah,
Yeah.
who's
It
got
comes back
it?
to
Who's got it? Yeah,
communication.
communication. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just like ask. Yeah.
Just be like, hey, yesterday you said you wanted to date me, but you're a bit tipsy, so I was just wondering what your thoughts were on it.
Well, that's very formal, but yeah.
Mine's
But,
yeah.
formal. This guy's sending an email.
but we can. But at least he said it.
Dear
you know?
ma'am.
I'd rather that than nothing at all.
Yeah,
you know?
true,
So like,
true.
like if that's the way you talk, yeah, go for it. Like, and maybe she likes it. Like, oh, formality. That's like good for me. Like, I
Wait,
like that.
do you even like her? I feel like that's the more important question. Who
Yeah.
cares how she feels about you? How do you feel about her?
Yeah, that's what I said.
to
I was like, if
begin
you
with.
like her, then go
Yeah.
ask something. But
Well,
otherwise,
he said at the start, I have
Oh.
someone that I might be interested in.
oh yeah, she might be.
interested in.
I think. Oh, then in
Might
that case, like
be.
get to know each other a bit more first. And then
Yeah,
see if
yeah.
you like them, and then ask. Go for that.
Yeah,
None of these
Yeah,
might
don't
be.
dive into anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else before I share the last piece of advice he wants to share? No? Okay, so do you have any love advice to share? And he wrote, I should not really be the one giving any advice, as we are all beautiful in our own ways. But what I have acknowledged is that love really comes to you in the times you least expect it. Always be on the grind to make the best version of yourself. Don't good. Don't compare
sir.
yourself. Yes, sir. Do not compare yourself to others. Only
Amen.
We're having a little church meeting right now. Only compare to who you were yesterday and try to improve from that. Damn. Young needs to be in this call.
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
good.
Young would be so
Very
good at
good.
giving advice. He's like
Wow, very nice. Be good.
special guest next time.
Special guest. Very good, very nice. Wow.
This guy's single, right?
Well put.
Oh yeah, there might be interest in someone, but you can shoot a shot, Pret. I agree with this. Clap, 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 clap. Yeah, I really like that. That was really good. I really like this response. It was really nice. Because we have other responses, shall we just go through the responses, guys, and skip some Reddit? Yeah.
Yeah. We only have
Too much over time.
we only have like 2 more ish.
2 more ish, really?
No, we have
Yeah.
I see.
I'll just
5.
just go through it and you understand why. It's like 2, 3.
Oh, they're like
okay.
short. I see what you mean. Like they're short. Okay. Oh wait, jokes. Haha.
Yeah.
They're just
yeah,
her sims.
yeah.
They're just her. What's the
No way.
Hello, I really want to play Valorant with It's Hurt. I've donated all my money to her, but she insists I bark like a dog to be invited. It scares me. I'll do anything for a chance to play my queen. Woof, woof, up, up. Sorry, that was me, guys. I'm so sorry. I was never meant to expose myself like this.
I'm sorry.
No.
Oh my god.
Meow, meow, meow. This next one's the same one. Looking. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, this is a proper one. This is a proper one. Okay, I'll read this.
Okay.
Pret, do you want to read it? Because I read the last one.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I don't mind.
So,
I'm
let's
happy
see.
either way.
So things this person likes about a personal relationship is if they're looking to get married and knows when to be serious and have fun, but also loving and caring.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking to get married. Wouldn't it be too early if you're like
I think when people say that from now on, I'm just gonna be like, they don't want someone who messes around. Because I highly
Yeah.
doubt they're like, marriage, absolutely. We haven't dated yet, but I know I want to marry you. Like, that's.
I'm kind of like
Yeah,
that.
you
I'm
No,
kind of like
wait,
that.
what?
Yeah, I'm kind of like that. Like, but at the same time, I'm like, what you mean, like, looking to marry, like not looking
Yeah,
to
looking
date
to
around.
marry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't sway. Like, I wouldn't want them to sway, and I don't want to play around. You know, like
yeah,
I'm when I say looking to marry, it's like literally like we're gonna work on this relationship together, and if it's hard, we're gonna work through it. If it's happy, obviously, yay, butterflies, everything, yep. And in the future, I hope that I can marry this person, like, and grow old with them. That's the kind of thing that I say when I say looking to
a
marry.
commitment?
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
basically, yeah, commitment, exactly.
Okay. Things I dislike is stalking.
Uh-huh.
I assume it's like either the
Oh,
location
it
services
kind of
thing
leads into
or
the next thing. Yeah.
okay, yep. Keeps track of
Yep.
your every movement. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Constantly brings up the smallest issues, but isn't that big of a deal.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
50-50 there.
Yeah, I think
because
it's-
some issues, yeah.
Because issues
Maybe
are
it's
different
not
for
a big
everyone.
deal to you,
Mm.
but it could be a big deal for your partner.
Yeah, like
Um,
even like
There.
let's say like leaving the toothpaste cap on, like it might be like it's a small thing, but maybe to them that's like they're like a perfectionist, so they're like, this is really annoying. I'd really appreciate it if you like close it back on. Yeah, that's like it's
Yeah.
small, but it's like a big issue for them.
As long as they comment effectively and aren't like, you bloody leave the toothpaste cap open, you blah 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 blah. Like,
Oh my gosh.
just say it.
Whoa,
Just
where'd that
tell
accent
them.
come
Yeah,
from?
she can straight up Australian there.
Yeah. I think
Um,
as long as it isn't like nitpicking things that are you,
Yeah.
but maybe like habits, like just bad habits in general, is fine.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. I do have a similar story to this. So a
Mhm.
friend of mine went through a recent breakup.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the issues was like just say not washing the dishes, right?
Mhm.
So they just leave the dishes there, or they just don't do it properly.
Okay.
So and like if they wash the dishes, but it's not done properly, and the guy just doesn't like want to wash it properly at all. So
Did
and
she
it just keeps
comment?
on happening.
Did she comment? She's like, "Yo, you're not washing these dishes properly." Like,
Yeah, she did. She
Okay.
did.
Okay. Uh huh.
Yeah,
And
and
he's
so
like,
like
"Lol."
just small things like that.
that's just the guy not respecting her, no? It's like she's already told me this, but I can't be bothered, kind of thing, no?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right? That's just I can't be bothered.
No.
Is it? Oh yeah, yeah.
Literally like, oh, you told me, but like, haha, lols, I'm taking you for granted.
Yeah, what is that? What
Like,
is that?
Yeah, that's just something I wanted to bring up. Anyways,
Mm.
But
but
he was just like,
lol, nah.
what was his response exactly?
like his response was just not doing things properly.
Like he's heard the comments, the
And he
the
didn't change
feedback,
anything.
and he's
Yeah.
like, okay.
He's mom zoning you.
Or like not willing. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or not willing to change, I
Mm.
guess.
Yikes.
I guess that's a red
Correct.
flag. I think it's not the smallest issue thing. It's like the red flag is not wanting to change. That's the red flag
Mm.
there.
Not wanting to improve, not wanting to change on something that like generally should be improved on, like doing dishes.
Mm,
Like
Yeah.
what?
It's a small thing, but it can lead to bigger things.
yeah.
You know
I
what
think
I'm saying?
it's more reflective of their like mentality.
Mm.
Maybe.
And that mentality is not
Mm.
very sexy. It's not
Oh,
the
yeah.
sexiest mentality.
There's something about, because as soon as we're talking about change, there's something that like just popped up in my head. Is like when I first started dating, I was literally like, the person that loves me has to love me for who I am. I don't know if you guys are like this, but I was like that. I was like, the person that loves me has to. But after like meeting Gigi, and he was like, that's not the case. You're like, if you have bad habits, why would you like want to love their bad habits, right?
Yeah, but like majority of that is true. Like they should still love you.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
very yeah. Continue. Yes, continue.
Like they shouldn't try to change you is what I'm trying to say. Because like
Mhm.
that's like the complete, like that's a horrible mindset to be in. Like getting into a relationship, like you know they have bad habits or like things or traits that you don't like, but you're gonna be like, but I can change him or her.
Yeah.
that's
Definitely
the
don't get
worst.
into a relationship to change someone. You get into a
Yeah.
relationship to change yourself. Like, not to change yourself. You get into it because you love them, but like you want to change yourself, like in your own time. Like, no, that's not because of the relationship. But the thing that's probably like not good is like, wait, and I've lost my point now. I've lost my point. But like, I know what you mean. Exactly what you mean. Like, I think if it's something like constantly being like flirty with other guys in your relationship, and that's like something you don't like about them, obviously you want that person to change, right? Because that's like that's a red flag. That's things that you don't like, and they're like, you know that, like they know that, but they don't respect you. That's like the changing part. If it's like other small things, like obviously like, yeah, you're supposed to love them for who they are. But I definitely still agree like this, but like I don't know how to explain it. Like there's like a 50-50 between like change
Yeah,
and
it's like a very fine line.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're meant to grow together.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly,
Mold with each other.
Oh yeah, get
That
to the
sounds so
radiant
weird.
together. Anyways,
But it makes
continue.
sense. It makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like there's a fine line. I know exactly what Herge is saying, but I get what Judy was saying as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, continue.
So the ideal date with a person would be playing games together and spending quality time. That's very broad.
Yeah.
Time.
Playing games. Maybe they're young. Maybe they're like playing games together. That's cute, I guess. Playing games together until spending quality time. He's a quality time person.
So the love story dating experience is I've been dating this person for 8 months, and when we broke up, the girl already was dating someone else. Found out that they've been dating for about a week. He really loved this girl, thought she was the one, and she thought I was the one as well.
Huh?
I knew her. Yeah, I don't know. I knew her inside out and could even tell what she was thinking.
Wait.
Wait, I'm so
Wait,
confused
so
by this whole
she
statement.
cheated on him? Or was this after they broke up?
No, the girl was already dating someone. It sounds like she was dating two people. It honestly sounds
Yeah, like yeah.
like
By the end of it, I don't know.
Yeah, towards the end, I think we were dating. Like she was two-timing at the end.
Oh, that's just she has no respect.
Mm.
Yeah,
No.
it's not
Okay.
really that hard to just not do that.
Actual
And looking for love podcast, just don't do that. Hello?
Yeah, actual though.
Don't do what this person did.
Yeah. What the? Also, sorry, I was reading chat as well. Where's my mouse? I can't scroll up. Someone just
Thanks
typed
for the
something.
sub, Alpha
Oh, thanks.
Shout out to Alpha Nam.
Yo,
thank you for
Namsticles.
Huggers.
Huggers, give me that founders.
Huggers.
Oh, wait, that's actually such a good
Oh.
investment. Yo, big brain.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a
Brain.
minute.
Founders on Project OC, that's so free. What the frick? Damn.
Damn. Sorry, I scrolled and I saw this big paragraph. So I think relationships. This is from Stubbs. I think relationships should just be two self-sustaining people coming together to supplement and encourage goals, like for each other. Sometimes people do take that in a way to change them on things, but change them on things they maybe didn't want. So I agree with what Stubbs said here. I think that is true.
Yeah.
I like
Babs.
Get
Oh,
it.
what a kid.
Sigh.
Hey.
Damn.
Yo. Wait, should I nab the founders before? Wait, how many is left?
Wait, does it count with Prime? Does it count with
Do
Prime?
I have founder?
Do I have founder?
Wait, is it the
It's
top
kind of
10?
fine.
Is it the first 10? How many is it? How many do we even
Do I
have?
have Prime? Save by subscribing longer. Wait, who did I give my Prime to?
Wait, so, how do you do this? No, wait, no, guys, stop subscribing. I need to count how many stars we have.
Hey, Joey.
Am I on the founders list?
How do I
Limited
stop on my
quantity.
Prime?
How many is on the founders list? I need to Google this really quickly.
I think it's 10, right?
Yeah, it's 10. It's 10.
How many are we on?
Wait, why are we like subscription will be
Oh, no.
24th?
Oh, it's the first 10.
Yeah, it's literally the first
Um,
10. Oh my gosh, wait, who has it right now? Oh my gosh.
Wait, who has it? How many are we on?
Holy
Oh my God,
smokes.
this is
Oh my
so
Holy
troll.
smokes, guy. Let me get out my credit card.
Quick, do it, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, no.
I have it. Look at me. Oh, do you have
Do
it?
I have it? Do
Did
I
I
have
get
it?
it?
Thank
Did
you
I
for
get
the
it?
sub,
Did I get in?
Sentosa Madness, and thank you for the sub, Brosifel.
Thanks so much,
No,
Tamika.
please.
Tamika.
Yes, I got one! Let's go!
Wait, do I have it?
Wait,
Do I
Let's
have
go,
it?
founders, baby! Oh my god, I made it in. Oh my god, I made the cut. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Holy crap. That rush.
How many
Once
is
we
left?
realized that.
Wait, how many is left? Does Crash have one?
Please.
Did you get one?
I
Did you get
swear
one?
if I don't have one, I'm gonna be so angry.
No!
Oh!
No? What?
Wait, where's mine? Wait, hello?
You have to
You
refresh
have
the
yours, you have
page.
yours, you have one.
Oh, I have one?
Where's mine? Where's mine, please?
Wait, was Nay the last one? No cap.
Was I the last one? Did I make
Oh, I think you were the last one.
Because we
That
had a
is
few subs
so
from last
upsetting.
time. We had a few
it?
subs
Oh
from
my
last
god.
How the hell did we get level 3 hype train?
when admins don't have founders badge. Oh my Monka S.
I swear I got mine. It says resubscribe here, so
Oh
I'm
my
guessing I did
gosh.
get it.
Nam,
Oh,
what did
maybe
you
you
start?
did get it.
Wait,
Oh no.
try speak. Talk in it. Pret.
Who?
Type something.
Hello?
No, type in it.
Hi?
Type, yeah.
I did. I typed.
Found in case. Hi. Oh, I don't see it. Do you have to open, like, put it on?
Oh,
Do
maybe
you
I
have to be subscribed to have it open?
No, I think you just put it
Oh
on.
no, you don't.
That's it. I'm sad.
Oh, wait. No, so only Nate out of admins have founders. Now, wait a minute. Stops? Oh,
Yo,
thank you.
subs!
Thank you for the subs, everyone.
Sub. Appreciate it.
Stubbs got
appreciate
that
it.
dank mentality. I love the Stubbs mentality.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, DXN. I don't know how to check chat identity.
Oh, there is, but I don't have it on, like, right now. Hey, yeah.
Ladder needs love advice. He has 0.
Anyways, I have. Anyways, I need love advice. I have 0. Enough of the spam, guys.
Just work on yourself. Like, just work on yourself. Now. That's our advice.
God.
Guys, I gotta go work on myself now. So.
Bye. Can't talk to you. Working on myself.
You don't need chicks. You don't need them.
Anyways, let's go back to the.
Yeah.
The.
I think
anonymous-
Herge needs to go or something.
Yeah, go out with me.
Holy ayo.
Anyways, dude, if I was a dude,
Oh.
all the
What?
lines I'd pull. No, I wouldn't say I'd pull like girls in, but I'd pull so many like pickup lines. I'm just, you know.
Nah, wait. I think if I was a guy, I'd be like pissed scared of girls. Not gonna lie. like even now, like
They're
if
just
I
too
like
cute.
if I was into girls and I actually had to unironically hit on girls, I think I'd freak the hell out. Like when it's like talking to guys, it's like, yeah, it's chill, it's just a dude. If I had to hit on a girl, I don't even know where to begin, man.
Mm.
I don't even know where to start. Let alone if I was a guy. Nah,
Yeah, true.
that is too scary.
Also, we haven't.
shooting my shot.
This is off topic. We haven't finalized like if we're, like who's doing the badges and stuff, or like stuff like Project O stuff, like commission stuff and blah blah blah. If you want to apply for like mod enforcer, what else do we have? Graphics,
Video
yeah,
editing,
Exactly.
production,
exactly. All of the above. Recruiter, editing. Oh, we already said that. Yeah,
rule enforcer.
yeah. Social media liaison, like posting stuff for us. That is, if you want to be in our team, come and join us. Please note that this is not paid. But
yeah, and we're all
paid by happiness, paid by chat. You know, like you know,
passion project.
Passion.
Yay.
Yeah, but like if you'd like to, like, you know, because I just saw our badges are literally like the default ones. So like if anyone wants to, like, you know, anyone knows anyone that's like interested, like, you know, just hit us up. Like the application's right there, you know. Paid with feet pics. Oh. But yeah,
Okay.
it's there, just letting y'all know. Yeah, anyways, continuing off, do we have any questions or advice you need help with, Pretch? Let's continue.
So regarding to the above story, do you think this girl cheated? We discussed this. I found that they've been dating for about a week through the guy she was dating, and it was only 2 days since we broke up.
Oh, so that is
2 days.
Oh,
that's cheating.
No.
That's cheating. 100% cheating. 100%. That
like
means
she went to the other guy straight away.
No, that means they must have been talking before they broke up. No, that's cheating. That's straight up cheating. There's no
she
doubt.
ain't the one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. She's cheating.
What the frick?
Yeah, special treat. Nah, that's cheating. That's definitely cheating. There's no doubt. 100%.
I'm just trying to imagine, like, how
What's the
after
thought
2
process
days.
around this emotionally cheating? Yeah. And literally, like, you're literally in a relationship and you're talking to someone and then developing feeling with them, like, huh? That's cheating. Cheating. That's what I'm saying, man.
And so the love advice to share is, well, I said depends on the situation, but always love yourself first before the other person.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Perfect. Yeah, nice. Let me just have a look. Oh, we got more responses. Okay, let me have a look. So it's been 2 hours already. How long do you guys want
Thanks
to
for the
stream
hype
for?
train.
Thank you.
I don't mind. Up to her.
Why are we always like up to her? That's so cute. Honestly, up to her, yeah, mommy.
Yeah, true.
I do probably need to I need to wrap it up.
Soon?
Yeah.
Or okay. Let me.
Okay.
Because we have
Yeah.
a few responses, we'll just smash through them basically, or otherwise we can smash through a few and then start to get to deeper ones if Herge wants to leave first. But up to Herge basically. What do you want to do? What's your plan of action?
Well,
We can close together as well. That's completely fine. Because it has been 2 hours.
yeah. What's the my face though on this stream? Like, what's gonna replace that?
Empty slot. So yeah, we probably can end together. Let's do that. Let's end together. All right. So let's wrap it up. Choo-choo. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Things I like about a person. This is anonymous. Honesty, openness, humor. Doesn't really matter if they don't have the same interests as me. Gives us stuff to talk about. It's very true. Things I dislike about a person. If they smoke, it's a big minus. It's like the red flag kind of thing. Big minus. It's not a red flag. It's just a big minus. Describe your ideal date with someone you like. Coffee or something at a cafe, then head to the beach, spend the evening there under the night sky in front of an open flame. Guys.
Romantic.
Damn. Looking for a trio? What? This person is single, but did have an MU in high school. Honestly scared to ask her out. Wait, this person knows what MU is. This person knows what MU is. Okay.
This person knows what an MU is?
They must be Filipino, is it? Is this a Filipino thing? Or
Wait, what did they say? They had a...
single, but did have an MU in high school. Honestly, still scared to ask her out.
They...
Is your brain working now? You just stopped talking halfway.
Don't worry about it. Keep thinking. Next, what continue?
Love advice, chair, please. For the love of God, talk to your partner.
Oh my
Set your
gosh.
boundaries, expectations, and share your thoughts and insecurities. Please.
The
please,
trend,
please. That's
straight
their
up.
advice to share. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
This
it's very, very
person
important.
wants to be anonymous as well, and feel free to cut in, guys. I'm just speeding through, but always feel free to cut in. Things I like about a person is the way they laugh. It's very simple, man. They like the way they laugh. Okay, I feel like this person's trolling as I continue to read on. Things you dislike about a person, the way they eat bananas. Okay. Out in the park doing, ideal day with someone is out in the park doing stuff like swinging around and laughing. I'm just gonna read this really quick, and if it's not good, I'm literally... What do I do when the love of my life shares bananas with other people? So, moving on. Next response.
What?
Anyways, would you like to remain anonymous? No. If no, what's your Discord ID? They are X Dilato. Dilato. How do you say it? Lado. There we go.
Why do I feel like this is gonna be a joke?
She's...
Oh, I see it already.
Do I read this out?
I know.
I haven't even seen it, but it being from Lado is already troll. Is it gonna be him being
don't-
like, I love Kimbu or something?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even...
Fred, do you want to read it
game's
out? Because I don't know if I don't feel... Do I...
Wait, what's the response number again? Oh, wait, never mind.
Number...
I don't know. My family's in a house, so.
I'll read it.
You
Wait,
read it?
how do I see it?
You go to the mod app. Exclamation mod app.
Wait,
Oh, no,
there's a
jokes.
clip as well.
Wait, jokes. I think you can only see the responses with that. You need to go on our...
Oh, but it's okay, never mind. Someone else
I
read
will. I don't... I'll put it in admin. No, I can't do it because
Okay.
I'm streaming
You
it.
want me to read it?
Okay, you can read it if you want to be... If you're comfortable reading it. Or if you think we should read it. Up to you.
I mean, do we want to? It's just
I don't know. I personally wouldn't, but like this...
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. You
Okay,
wouldn't?
we'll skip it.
We'll skip it. If you want to read it, unlucky. Alright, next is... Second last one. Okay, so they just want to share their love story, which is my first crush who I shared an intimate moment with me and had unofficially mutual understanding, another MU, liking one another, ended up going up with someone else. Okay, so they like someone, they had a mutual understanding, but the person ended up going with someone else. I end up getting, I don't know if this word is a normal word. C-U-C-K-E-D. Is that a normal word to use? I'm not sure.
Oh, cuck.
What does that mean? What does it mean?
It's like...
Sorry, I wasn't sure if that's like a normal word that people use.
Cuck is like being into your partner doing things with other people.
Is it? Is that what it
aren't
means?
You.
Is that
Like,
what it means?
Is that what it means?
yeah.
I thought it meant like getting like taken advantage of, but I wasn't sure.
That's like the cuck. Like it's short for like cuckold. It's like you're into like.
Is that
getting
it?
cucked.
Is that what everyone? Is that everyone's understanding of that word?
Hook?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah, you like spectate, but like
Ah.
you're the one like you painfully spectating, I guess.
okay. As she left me hanging without an explanation. A couple of years later, she tried to return to my life, but I knew she belongs on the streets. Kind of have some PTSD from it. Oh. Is it...
Honestly, valid.
Okay, the question I have is it too nice being a turn off? Is too nice a turn off? Is being too nice a turn off? Sorry, I read it wrong.
Oh, that is such a good question.
Being too nice. I hasn't passed
Love
lane.
that.
This is a juicy question.
Yes.
Oh, I read yours, by the way, Lado. We read that just now, didn't we?
Lado, your one's a joke.
Oh, wait, like, oh, yeah,
Get
the
a
joke one,
grip.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's not turn
You
off,
like
it's boring.
Kimbu, just
Oh,
ask her out.
I
Yawn.
think-
Next.
is being too nice a turn off? I think it's...
It depends.
It depends on the person, right? It depends on the person. Like, I personally don't think it is. I think if... I would love someone to be really nice, you know? It really depends on the person. And if
You just
that
gotta
person...
find the right person.
Yeah,
to be
exactly. You gotta find the right person.
Yeah, but I think if you're going like above and beyond to the point where you're getting hurt while being like nice and taken advantage of, then it's too much. And
not-
it's kind of like, and then people will look at you like this person that only gives and never takes anything.
Mm.
And it, yeah, I don't know. I feel like doesn't look that great.
Yeah. Pour out your excess, but don't take away from yourself when you do it.
Wish I had
Me
to.
personally, I freaking love nice guys. It's so much better if they're nice.
Nee likes it. Nee likes
Screw
wholesome
a bad
boys.
boy.
Nee likes
Bad
wholesome
boys are for like
Oh.
for funsies. nice guys are for forever. As long as like being nice isn't like your only personality. Like
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
being nice is not enough means to like get a crush. Like you need a personality. You know what I mean? But being nice is definitely attractive.
+1 for Nee. Like some
Alright, you heard it
wholesome
here
boy.
first, boys.
Damn, I can't be in a relationship now. I'm a bad girl.
Nice
kidding.
guys
do not finish last.
Kidding. Damn, we keep getting more. Let me just quickly.
Yeah, we're getting a bunch now.
What? Like, guys, we literally had to read Reddit posts because we were like, okay, what if like, what the? Okay, let me quickly just go through them and see if there's anything.
I think 11 is good.
11's good. Let's 11. Yeah, 11's a long one. Let me just quickly read this number 12 though, which is just one thing, which is, should I give warning before cutting it off with them? It's just a question. I'm gonna stop at 15, guys. No more. We're not
Yeah.
accepting anymore. Stop
Of
giving out
course.
responses. Yeah. Definitely communication again. As
Yeah.
Herc would
What's
say.
the question?
Communication.
The worst. Should I give warning before cutting it off with someone?
You
I'm like, if you
trolls.
don't, then
Why did I laugh?
Bias.
That is so mean. I'm so sorry.
Yes,
yeah,
Herc?
yeah. You'd be a terrible person if you just cut it off and
Yeah.
just disappeared like you never existed the next day. Like that's
Yeah.
messed up.
Don't, guys. Do not go.
I can't believe I straight up laughed at that person. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. Just don't do that. Just don't do that. I feel really bad. I'm so sorry. This is a safe space. You didn't come here to be laughed at. Please don't do that. Use your comms. Use your comms.
Alright.
My bad.
Do you want to read out 11 practical?
Alright.
Try to read it a little bit speedy though. We've got to
Speedy.
cut it short. Yeah.
Anonymous. The things I like eye contact, drive, voice.
Oh.
I want to be able to back her up on a vision of hers, and want someone who can support me on mine. Someone who respects and wants to take time to get to know my friends and family, because I will try to get invested in yours eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any comments on that?
Stock standard.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's very good.
Alright, things I
I don't
dislike. my.
Okay. I read it, but okay.
Vegan.
So
Kappa.
you know, I know we said like you're not here to be laughed at, but are you serious? That's a red flag for you, or it's dislike or red flag? Anyways, continue.
Lack of communication. Okay, fair enough. We've been talking about that. Someone who's just riding life and doesn't want to do anything, or doesn't want to do something with it. Someone who tries
No
to drive me
ambition.
away from my family.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair, except the first one.
Yeah, the
Mm,
first
yeah.
doesn't make sense. Like, I think it only makes sense if it's a dislike, I guess. If it's like a red flag, if it's like that's your red flag, that's your deal breaker, then that's Wonka S. But if it's like a dislike, then okay, sure. Like, there are some crazy people out there. But if it's like a normal person that just is vegan and that's your deal breaker, that's a little
Yeah.
Continue.
Ideal date would be long walk in the beach or by the water. D&M's. I'm not sure what that is.
Deep
Oh,
and
DNM.
meaningful.
Conversations.
Oh,
Items.
okay. Where we talk about what we want from life and from each other, while we try fun foods and jump from place to place. Maybe drive on a horse carriage for a little bit and do a bit of karaoke.
Damn.
What in the
Horse
1900s?
Yeah, this is very like.
I want to go on a horse carriage.
Okay, Mr. Bridgerton.
And
Okay.
kinda keep it spontaneous as well.
Yeah, I like spontaneous. I like spontaneous.
Okay.
Old fashioned. I see.
This is very old-fashioned.
Their love story and dating experience. Me and my ex were so in sync that even when we broke up, we did it at the exact same time.
Oh,
Okay, so it was mutual, right?
that's good.
Valid.
I was hanging out with my homies talking about how I should end it with her as I got a call from her asking to break up. She was very surprised when I was 100% down and totally chill about it. This was like 4 or so years ago, and we're still friends. Not really close, but we even got a chance to sit and reflect on our relationship, and she said I was the best ex she ever had.
Aww.
She had some pretty garbage experience before that, not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you can do everything right and like be really good as you are, but it just doesn't work together.
Yeah.
And it takes maturity to understand that. And to mutually understand that at the same time. Sure. That is
Oh.
I didn't say it. I said sure.
Acceptable
Sure.
version.
Oh, that's the acceptable version?
Yep.
Oh, interesting. I know what to say now. Okay, anyways.
Alright, so do you have any questions or advice you need help with? They said I have found someone who I am interested in, but it's been very difficult to find one-on-one time with her. What do I do?
Take me out, take me out.
Wait, what? Why?
No,
Why?
nothing. Nothing. Okay, anyways. Finding someone, finding someone one-on-one, you just have to like, I guess, I don't know, like, you have to like, try to like, let them know, but like, at the same time, don't bug her to like, annoy her, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very fine line, and you need to know exactly like, what type of person she is, like, whether she likes getting texts, whether she hates getting texts, so you need to like, you just have to try your best, right?
I think the safest way is to incorporate yourself into their friend group.
Oh.
Incorporate yourself into their friend group.
Damn,
know their
sliding
friends,
in there.
know what they like, and what they like to do, and then be like, you know, maybe sometime I can join you, type of thing.
Ooh. Anything else? No? Let's prep the next line.
This girl is a complete mystery to me, and I'm trying to find more about her, but she seemed reserved last time I met her in real life, and I don't know how to open things up more about. Oh, sorry. I don't know how to open things up more with her.
She sounds like a not comms person. A not comms kind of person. So you're gonna have to just, I don't know.
Patience, persistence, and looking for trying to get a genuine connection with that person is important. Because even if they're really reserved, there is likely something that that person is bound to like or be excited about or have feelings towards. And you just take the time, whether it's as a friend group or one-on-one, to kind of explore what that is about that person.
Yeah, and once you find that topic,
yeah,
you're in.
yeah, honestly. It's like when Nay and I would like used to like not be friends, not be friends, like just not close, and then we said one thing and then we like went straight when it was like wow, amazing.
yeah.
But what Nay said about persistence, I really like what she said about persistence. Like, if you really like someone, you're gonna try your best, right? And you're gonna keep trying, right? Until
I'm so persistent with Angie. I was so persistent with Angie.
but yeah, persistent is. I think I like that. I don't know about everyone else, but I like persistence. Yeah.
Me too. Just don't be weird about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started asking the girl about love advice, and now I think I forced friend zoned her. Kinda.
How do you force friend zone someone? What does that mean? What does it mean?
Because I think what they're trying to say is when you start. So if I was interested in a guy, but I suddenly started asking him for relationship advice, then he would automatically assume that he wasn't the one that I would even consider, right?
Right. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So what do you do then?
Then you have to.
You have to put out hints that you like them, right?
Yeah, you have to put out equal to or greater, like, hints that you are into them.
It's like, oh, I kind of like this person, but I don't know what to do. And then they're like, oh, girls really like it when you give them, like, give gifts or whatever. And you start giving that person the gifts, and it's like, oh, you know, like I said.
Yeah,
that,
like
then,
what if the love advice she gave you, like just
use
do what
it
she
on
said?
her.
Yeah, exactly.
And like really like, you know,
That's the
hint
strat.
it.
Writing this down.
Yes, Fred.
Alright, so do you have any love advice to share? I said talk more, listen more, Wait, talk more. Listen more than that. Love unconditionally.
Yeah.
If you wear a T-shirt with a full radiant triangle, your chances with love increase 10 times.
Oh my god.
Yep. Sure. Aw, that's cute. That's nice. That's nice. That's good. That's good advice. Going to 13 now. 13. So we got 13, 14, 3 left. And okay, never mind.
Yep.
All goods.
Are you good, Serge?
Huh?
I'm like
Yeah.
worried. Okay.
This is not a proper one. It says Timo laugh. So, what do you like
I
about
think that's
someone?
Oh
Timo
my
laugh.
gosh.
Sure.
Who did this?
Timo laugh. Also, I saw a comment earlier saying thoughts on short guys. What's your thoughts on short guys? Oh, Chili put. Oh my god. I thought like, oh, Chili put one, but it's literally, what do you like? Lado's height. What do you dislike? Lado's height. Describe your ideal Lado. Lado plus Chili. How do I get intimate with Lado? Okay, next. Never mind. Last two are trolls. Okay, last two are trolls. That's it. That is it. We'll just read a few more chat. and
Yeah,
then
I think
we'll
I've
wrap it
seen
up.
quite a few questions in chat.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
then we
that's
can wrap it up there.
perfect.
I like
Okay.
short guys.
Just putting it out there. I like.
Would you date one day?
Huh?
Would you date someone shorter
Would
than
you
you?
date?
No, not shorter than me. I think my ideal height. I don't think they're short, but everyone's like, oh, that's short. Like, I don't think it's short, but yeah.
I like Gigi's height. I don't know how to describe. Like, I like how that his height is like, it's nice with mine. You know, it's like good for each other. The height.
Yeah.
I'm not like too tall. I'm not too short. He's not too tall. He's not too short. Yeah. Yeah. Do you see anything else, Herge? I think I saw a few, but I need to scroll back a little bit.
Yeah.
Thoughts on
160
online
pounds.
dating, yay or nay?
Oh, yep, that's the question.
Oh, you saw it? Yeah. Why not? Why not, right?
Yeah, I don't
Yay!
see it being bad.
Yeah, that's however, whatever your love story is, whatever your love origin is, it's yours. So whether it's online, IRL, it's yours. So why not?
Yeah.
My most recent ex and I, we met online on freaking VR chat, and we were long distance for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
Then and then he moved, and we dated IRL for like another 2.5 years, and like I don't see an issue with it.
Russell wrote, the key to a healthy relationship is both people having two functioning separate lives. Emo.
Yeah, that is very
true.
important actually. Because
Yeah.
if you, I swear, like, in relationships that don't work out most of the time, I swear there's only one person that heavily relies on the other person, whereas that person's always trying to get their own bread.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it just really doesn't work out.
That's true. That's true. When like one person has a vision and one literally doesn't.
Yeah.
And like,
Essentially, one person's just leeching off the other.
yeah. I'm just talking about my experience because my ex was a words of affirmation person, so I just leave a message. She would read in the morning. Oh, that's nice.
Aw,
That's nice.
No,
so
the-
cute.
Yeah,
Know
know
the
that.
love
Yeah,
language
exactly.
of your partner, and do what makes them. You know.
Yeah, don't do what makes you happy. Like, oh, no, that sounds bad. Wait.
But
But you know-
don't do what makes you happy.
No, but you know.
How
what I mean?
dare.
In terms of love languages, don't just do what makes you happy. Like, for example, can I use gift giving example? The gift giving, like you love gift giving, but they freaking hate gifts.
I
So
hate gifts.
yeah, so like if I were to give Nay a gift, she'll probably be like, thanks, you know. But if I like, if I was like, Nay, do you want to like have a sleepover and like just talk about stupid things? She'd be like, yeah, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Sleepover.
You know what I mean?
Quality time.
So like know each other's love languages. Yeah.
Mm.
Anything else you guys see?
No
Oh, hi,
presents.
Jenny. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Anybody have any final comments before?
Oh, last question.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all got time, what are your love languages?
Oh, okay. I think we spoke about this. Let's start with Pret. Let's move around in my Discord thing I see. Pret?
Could you elaborate on the question?
It's what? It's your love language.
He didn't listen, so
Joe.
he wanted to
What
sound
is
smart. He wanted to
Elaboration
sound
necessity.
smart, so he's like,
Can you elaborate on your question? Because I wasn't
Can you
listening.
define love language?
I don't get it
What
because
is
I
a
have no,
synonym?
Oh, wait, he doesn't know what love languages are.
Wait, what? Andy, you're throwing.
I've no experience. So
Oh.
Throwing.
So
Supporting.
love language. Let me just quickly break it down. So the 5
down.
love languages. Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that. But the 5 love languages are 1. Acts of affirmation. Wait, no. Acts of service. Acts of service, which is like doing things for your partner. 2. Gift giving. 3. Quality time. 4. Physical touch. 5. Words of affirmation, which is like you know, like yes, you're so pretty, stuff like that. Yeah, or you're really good at XYZ. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah. You're the one for me.
So let's go around. Let's start with Herj actually, because I think Pret needs time to think.
Mine's words of affirmation.
Oh.
I love you. Heard you're so sexy, mommy, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She actually is my
Should we
mom
get
in no
married?
cap. Me, I want threesome. Threesome marriage. What do you guys think about? God. Yes, and then Nade.
Oh, I thought you. Okay. Wait, no. I already know mine. It was. Sorry, I'm
Acts of
having a moment.
service. Acts of service. I got you.
Yeah. Thank you. It was acts of service and quality time. Those are my top 2. But I also I don't mind, like I like physical touch and I like words of affirmation, like they're okay too. But I don't like gifts. I think I'll just get uncomfy. Like if you give a gift, you're gonna have to justify it. Like
It's your birthday. It's not
like-
good enough.
yeah, it has to be like like actually if it should be like for convenience. Like I was like walking to the store and I saw this and it was on sale and you wanted this for like 6 months or something, like that type of thing. Like convenience. I don't want like I got this for you because it's your birthday. Like
What if it's because it's your birthday and I love you and I know you really wanted this for a long time? What about that?
and then I'll be like, oh, it just coincidentally aligned that this gift became convenient on my birthday. But I'd be like,
Really? So on your birthday, like, you rather not get gifts?
no, I don't want gifts.
She
on my
feels like
birthday.
she's obliged to give them back kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Because I'm not good at giving other people gifts. So if they give me a gift, I'm like, frick. Now I have to get them a gift, but I don't know what gift to get them. And like, what if I give them like a bad gift and they don't like it? And then it's just like so stressful because like, what if I forget their birthday? Because I always forget everyone's birthdays. And yeah, so this is no. I don't want gifts.
So just saying stubs. These help people develop praise kinks. I'm done. I'm done. Thanks for the follow. My one is I've told this before, but my one is literally like basically like all 5, but like probably like the lower end is probably gift giving. That's the lower end, and then the higher end is acts of service. I like acts of service. Yeah. But like if you took one away, I'd be like, you know, that's how I'm like. It's like basically all 5. Yeah.
The avatar.
Yes. Pret, last one, and then we can.
So I was trying to finish off the quiz, but there's too many questions. But based off the questions, I think I would prefer acts of affirmation.
Words of affirmation or acts of
Acts of
service?
affirmation.
That's my
Yep, that one. Yeah.
Words
yeah.
of affirmation.
Which one?
Words of
Yeah,
affirmation.
but words of affirmation.
Ah, so you like, oh, I appreciate you. I love you, I guess, and stuff like that. You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And probably service.
Acts of service. Oh yeah. So we all basically have like the main top ones. Yeah. Sorry, that's my fault. I said that. My bad. Acts of affirmation. My bad.
Acts of affirmation.
I'm so sorry. Nade, would you like to close us off?
Oh my god. Alright, we're coming to an end.
Yes.
So
Yes.
thank you so much to everybody for joining us in our Looking for Love podcast. I had a lot of fun and I'm sure our co-podcasters felt exactly the same way.
Yes.
I hope you guys learned at least one thing.
Communication.
Or at least communication definitely. And the whole point of this whole thing, make sure you guys are here for our Looking for Love dating show, April 23rd. 7 p.m. Please come by. We're gonna get some other OCE streamers and try to pair them with each other and hopefully look for love. Get a new duo, and then potentially they can use some good comms, and who knows.
Yeah.
Who
Definitely.
knows? But yeah, thank you so much everyone for the subs as well.
Yes. Caress practical.
Thank
So
you,
sorry.
everyone.
Oh, she
Sammy,
made
no!
Oh, no,
my
Jess is
God.
about to end the stream. Oh my gosh, we're about to read your stream online just now. Oh my gosh. But we have to end the stream soon, unfortunately.
Yes.
So we'll read it for next time. We'll read it our own time. We'll giggle at it on our own time and like tell you advice if you want. If you still want to, just go on the Project O's or just message any one of us and we can happy to help you out. But yeah, like
Absolutely.
as Nay said, thank you for coming. Thank you for telling us your stories. Thank you for trolling, but not too much. Yes, and so I'm Angie Bear. I'm joined with the lovely Hirsch and the lovely Nayday and Practical. Yay!
It's me.
You didn't say lovely.
Oh, sorry.
All good,
It's
all good.
dude. It's a dude. Okay, I'm taking.
The cool dude, Predicle.
Yeah, homie Fred. Yeah. So
Thanks so much, guys.
thank you.
And we'll see you
Thanks for-
April
Raid.
23rd.
Yes, April 23rd.
Yeah.
April
Looking
23rd.
for love.
April
Oh,
23rd.
we thought of different things to chance. We thought of different things to chance. Okay. Bye, guys.
7:30 p.m. AEST. Be there.
Yes, please. Bye.
Bye bye.
Wait, I think I got a person to raid.
Okay. All right, stay in chat, guys. Stay in chat.
Get it.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody wave. Everybody wave.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.
I'll send it to you, Angie.